Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our D&D campaign. Jesus Christ, it's been so long. So, just for reintroduction's sake, hello, my name is Yvonne B. I am the DM, and around us we have our party starting to my left-hand side is Melodor219, also known as Matt, who is playing Ziana. Above him, we have Ember, also known as Emily, playing Sienna. Above my head is Howie, aka Blue, aka Strgtscntst, playing Meru. Over there is KrimzonKnight Gaming, aka Jamey, playing our cowboy himbo, Jason. And then to my right, we have Tim, aka Lincoln Yellow, on YouTube, playing Teldian. It's been a long 4 months. It's been a long 4 months since we've been here. And so, I think we're due for a bit of a recap. Just a bit.
I definitely still need to read through some of my notes, I'm sure.
I only was able to take extensive notes on the first and second session. The third and fourth, I am going to be depending on the party to help me fill in the blanks. This might be interesting. Ka-chow. So
in the third and the fourth sessions, you leveled us all up to level 20 and gave us all like 3 million platinum.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound right because that would bankrupt the entire Earth.
No, it was only 2.5 million.
I think we spent a bit of that platinum on a demi-plane.
That explains it. All right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And there was also mannequins involved, I think.
Oh, for some reason that feels like an alternate universe where things are like shadowy and you stab things.
What do you think a demi-plane is?
I believe I played a witch in that campaign. Not an angry bird. So,
summing up our last 4 sessions. First session is when the party met each other, brought together by Countess Arai Royas. This party now named the terrible name.
To be decided.
No. Currently on the books, it's Squire's Servants. Terrible name.
Yeah.
Y'all will be able to change that later with a fee if you decide to change it.
I hope so.
Hey.
Bureaucracy, man. So.
Wait. We can improve our social status?
Wait. There's other... Our choices have consequences?
See, that's not what I'm getting at. I thought this was a little bit more of a rigid caste system.
I mean,
any caste system can be broken if you get rich enough.
Adventurers, for this world, adventurers, as normal, end up being the most mobile individuals on the caste ladder. So, if you truly wanted to improve your station, being an adventurer is the way to do it. And that reminds me, I didn't even touch upon what kind of world we're in. We are in the country known as Brau-Lorand.
Brau-Lorand.
It is a country that is about the size of Greenland, and it has a lot going on currently. Ruled by a monarch and specializing in trading. Things are kind of ramping up after a long war against the local I guess you would say the local peoples, the indigenous peoples of the land. They did not see eye to eye. And so, Long War, it's been about 30 years since it concluded. With that, they're trying to improve the view of their country around the world. And so they're really pushing into trade. So this is the setting in which our party is in. All servants of not monarchy, all servants of nobility in nobility in Brawler, and our party meets together at the pushing of their masters to start adventures together. They're not really told why, just that they have to. And therefore now they are the Squire's servants, the worst name for a adventuring party to ever exist. They go...
I think it's a green.
We're the NPCs that the actual adventurers send off on the mini quest that they don't want to deal with.
Yep, totally.
I mean, I
For
think that if
for
it's a
the
name
NPCs
that
trying
our,
to
that
become
our
PCs.
lords came up with, it's probably not that bad.
Well,
Take it
I'm
from
sorry,
CNN,
I was
it's
not
bad.
talking as Meru. Meru is psyched. Like...
So, the party meets together at the country capital of Oriel. I think that's how I pronounced it last time. And
Yes.
when they get to the inn that was reserved for them, they meet up with their guide, who's going to help them with the first couple of adventures they're on. His name is Michael. He's a bit neurotic, very nervous, but he has the party's best interest at heart. From what we can tell. Anyhow, he tells them about their first assignment, which is to explore and possibly recover things from an abandoned drow temple. Of course, this excites our drow in the party, but little is given about this area, just that it's in the middle of the forest and they should find certain items that their masters would like. So our party sets off and they realize that it's a bit more complicated than they thought it would be. On their way, on the road, they find a house that's been burnt down to the foundations. And it seems like it was the house of somebody who might have been a refugee or somebody who wanted to overthrow something, because they found a little metal disc about the size of a large coin, which had the words inscripted upon it, "Goddess of Reclamation, free us."
I worked very hard for that coin.
Mm-hmm. Speaking
And
of...
then Never mind.
Then some bandits tried to steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I used my spit and my shirt to clean it.
Spit, shirt, and prestidigitation from the other bird. So...
Yeah, Meru... Bit? Really?
So after walking for a day's daytime's journey, good lord, for walking for about the time that the sun was in the sky. English don't matter. They expected to be there.
Like it's, communication.
They expected to get there by the time sunset was there. They did not get there. Michael, who was already nervous, ended up looking for the road markers, and it seems that somebody took the time to try and demolish them. Michael is now more on edge, and he tells everybody they should camp out for the night to try and mitigate any harm. Unfortunately, During the night.
That's when we get jumped.
During the night, as they are camping, they get ambushed by what seems to be a crowd of bandits. However, they're not just looking for any old thing. They go specifically after the silver disc, and specifically after Zayana's life. They are most handily apprehended by our party. And when confronting the bandit leader, they aren't able to get much information out of him vocally, but they find a letter on his person from Lady L, a person from Jason's past who has actually kidnapped his sibling. And he was able to retrieve the sibling, but there's still bad blood, of course. She is a
Plague on my land.
And a mobster among mobsters.
Lobster? What?
Anyway. With this, they sent a notification back to House Royas, and I believe Zayana also sent a notification to the Lieutenant General Estrada.
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
When morning came, they set back out on the route, and they eventually made it into the forest to where the temple was supposed to be. This is when you guys have to take over. What do you remember?
I flew up, saw a hill. We headed towards this trench, and I found out it doesn't really seem natural. Oh man. In my notes, I found the opening after I fell, caught myself before hitting the ground, but like that much. And we found like this circle with purple and silver disc and whatnot. I believe Meru noticed it, was like part of like a divination or some sort of magic. I barreled right into the circle and nothing happened that we really found. But Zayana stepped in and there were 2 sets of stairs that headed down. Thus we headed into the temple. It literally says Sienna barreled straight into the circle.
Of course.
After we went down, there were a bunch of statues, one with a sword, one with a mini harp, and a woman carving who was on the floor in front of says, "For when you need drink, you will only find oil. For when you need food, you will only find gems. God will not shield you from the scalding sun, nor coin from harsh weather." Is this sounding familiar yet?
Is it sounding familiar yet? Anyhow.
The only true wealth is freedom, which we will reclaim. The main figure of the statues
we have that
like...
on...
Yeah.
Do we have that on cue?
Yeah.
No.
I
No.
would hope so.
Roll clip!
Oh god.
Roll clip.
Do I actually have to add the clip? I'll add it to intermission.
I kinda need to see it again.
I'll add it to intermission, okay?
Yep.
Intermission.
Okay.
The main figure looked like Zayana, but older, and the sword looked like it was made to wield. The harp looked regular as well. In the map, the carvings, that had that strange glow to them started to become stronger. I think when Zayana was by it, looking at it. I don't have exactly where that happened, but it says there is a place for you, and pattern started to form. There was a snowy barren place, which we found to be my military base, old military base. An arid place, which
Seemed to have no water.
seemed to have no water. It was an arid, drought type area. there was a infected swamp, a grassy plain, and Zayana's home. And I believe
see.
we all know exactly where those
I
were
also,
for our characters.
I also have on note here that there was an image of the mound being buried and stones glowing at night.
Yep.
And a vision of a location with livestock and grasslands.
Yes. Other than that, Sienna was kind of exploring on her own for quite a while. So she didn't get to be part of that party meetup, but eventually they caught up to her. Let's see. We found a chest later on with some stones. And the smell from each room started to get worse and worse and worse, up until session 3 ended with me finding a bunch of giant centipedes.
They were falling onto her face.
Yeah. They're giant centipedes crawling over the walls, and leading into session 4, it was me versus the giant bugs, and I obliterated them with a crit. Angry Ferb. We found a lot of storage that kind of looked like it was made for the long haul. I found another metal disc that was exactly the same as mine, and we pocketed that. We went into the dining hall workspace area, and Jason bit into some rotten food. I have highlighted in all caps.
It was fine. It was fine, a little dry, but it was fine.
Highlighted and all caps.
Yeah, because it's very important that we know
Yeah,
that.
we want to remember that.
Yeah. Then we went into a plant room with glowing plants, with kind of like a transmutation aura in the soil. We picked up some soil, some plants, lots of different samples.
Yeah, by all accounts, it looked like whatever was going on was making the dirt really, really freaking healthy, and it was these were plants, fruit-bearing plants that were very healthy underground where there's no light. So.
Yeah, so something with the magic going on with that. Then we found Jason, Sienna, and Zayana took a bunch of silk from one of the rooms, and then in the very next room, Sienna basically barreled in, and then just kind of froze because there was a giant, like a handful of giant spiders with giant egg sacs in the next room. I believe it was multiple. And
Didn't we sneak past those?
Yeah, we snuck past. Sienna had one hand on her giant greatsword the entire time as she was like noping her way to the next room.
Yeah,
Sienna does not
birds don't like fighting underground.
Still.
Yeah. Then we found a chest. We found coins, scrolls, books, potions of healing, and that's kind of where we left off with the most important things.
So,
like Jason eating rotten fruit.
Yes. The most important of the things
was Jason eating rotten. Was it?
It was fine.
Did I ever have you roll Constitution?
And I succeeded. It was fine.
Yeah, he succeeded.
I have a +5 to my Constitution. I'm fine.
Okay, Jason. It's fine.
Well, +5 to my saving throw, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Later on, make another con saving throw for me.
Jason over here with a with 20 in his Constitution already.
Well,
considering we capped it at 16.
I know. Like, I put 2 and 2 together there. I just felt like I bust your chops.
Bust them. Bust down Tatiana. I'm sorry. So.
Whoa. Calm yourself there, DM.
I will say that, like, aside from that, we also found basically what amounts to, on the whole, this place looking a whole lot like a refuge / living quarters / way station for refugees.
And just all the drow stuff, of which, of course, Zayana was very interested.
So,
all that matters now is that we get out of here in one piece and get back, cause I gotta report to Lady Arai.
So
Actually, I think we all have to report to Lady Arai.
I cannot wait to tell my father of all the things we discovered.
oh, that's so cute.
But didn't we send like a message?
Yeah.
Yes.
With, like some magic.
We sent so we found some sort of paper airplane that goes to somebody that you name, and
That was me. I brought them with me for the journey.
we didn't find that. Okay.
Paper airplane.
Already had it.
We found it.
Yeah, no, it was
In her
Attached.
pocket.
in Diana's pocket. We right, but that was before we got to the cave. That was after we found the letter about Lady L.
So that wasn't
we've
anything
not
to do
updated
about what we
them.
found in the cave.
Right. Who did we write
And I
to
believe
though?
our instructions.
I believe you wrote
I
to.
sent a letter to Lady Arai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I believe that Ziana wrote to her dad.
Yep.
Her dad being the Lieutenant General Estrada, her adoptive father. We'll get into backstories later. Anyhow. So, let us...
If I remember correctly, we were instructed that after we were completed this mission, we were to go straight to Lady Arai at the Royas estate.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, that was our instructions.
That was your instructions. So, last we left off, you were emerging from...
Sorry, Countess Arai.
Countess Arai. Put some respect on the name.
Absolutely.
So, we begin with the party now emerging from the abandoned Drow temple, filled with new knowledge.
Is it still sunlight?
No, it is way past, like, the sun is starting to, well, not starting to set. It's like already midway down the horizon.
Did we leave Michael outside? Is he out here worried for us, or?
Michael was with us.
Michael was sitting in the central room as y'all were
we picked
running
him up.
around. Yeah.
Insert token. DM, I do have 120 feet of dark vision.
Anyway. So.
How's the sunset looking?
Very red. It's like very vibrant. It's uncharacteristic for early spring.
Blood was spilled this night.
Red skies at night, a sailor's delight.
Just, oh man, the blood moon's rising, guys.
Oh no.
It's just all the omens. Someone's got a cracked mug.
That one night in a week.
Here comes
that
the
a zombie
zombies.
can open a door.
Anyway.
I'm gonna start looking around for a place that we can set up some camp, because it's probably a little late for us to start out on the.
I mean, we're
trek
still in
back.
the trench, right?
Yes, you're still currently in the trench around the temple.
Do we want to be in the trench, y'all?
What source of good?
I mean, it would protect us from. It would protect us from any weather elements that come our way, and
Wouldn't we also be a bit vulnerable, though?
We would.
Not if we find a nice little alcove somewhere.
Sienna is
speaking
of
immediately to
alcohol,
hunt for a good spot.
It would be
to-
harder for us to be seen, but also like I feel like rain might kind of
Yeah.
like all come in. Like if it were to rain,
Sienna's gonna hunt for a good spot for the party in the trench, I guess.
You guys know we can very easily camp inside the cave, right?
Michael pipes up, says, "I agree with Meru.
I mean, there's only one way in and out.
There were
and it seems to be
giant
securely.
fuck-off spiders in there.
And you befriended them with your lovely voice, cowboy. So, I think...
I did not. I annoyed the ever-loving fuck out of that spider. I know annoyance when I see it.
I know
Sienna
he
is
does.
gonna
Yes.
she's just gonna go in and she's gonna be like, all right, but if we camp inside the cave, we stay far away from the spiders, and someone is always on watch.
Not to mention there were all those centipedes.
I killed all those.
Someone staying on watch is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
It's not like the spiders and centipedes are going to be like, oh no, we can't leave this cave to go attack these people that we hate. You know, let's just stay right at the cave and do our boundaries.
They'll be less likely to travel from home if they really wanted to eat us.
So,
after Michael says, after a whole day in the cave, if they were gonna eat us, they probably would have by now. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I trust those giant insects more than I trust people, and people are outside.
I do hate to correct you on the matter, but neither spiders nor centipedes are insects.
Goodness.
Thank you,
It's
Mario.
the number of legs you see.
Thank you, Mario.
Well,
either way,
Sienna is gonna go. And with that, back into the cave for the night.
At least the creatures. Everybody gets like plus 10 to their intelligence. Right? That's how that works, right?
Temporary inspiration for all nature checks. I like that idea.
So, if we're camping in the temple, are we doing it above or below ground? And how will we be keeping watch? Will we be keeping watch from the centipedes or from the outsiders?
The centipedes that I faced are all dead.
And, well,
so
it's
either there are more centipedes that you're hinting at here, DM. Or...
No, this is Michael saying this. He was in the center room. He doesn't know all this.
Well, why don't we just camp in the center room?
Yeah, we would camp in... Yeah, so Sienna's gonna say we'll camp into the center room, and at least one person stays up to keep watch for any people? Question mark, as well as any angry monsters? Question mark.
What's the disadvantage to like camping up at like the top room, like above the center room?
How's everybody doing on supplies right now? Like, are we low on water? How's everybody's canteens going?
Isn't there a water source inside of the cave?
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah, there was.
I don't remember there being one.
I think I have a note in here. I know there was a lot of supplies.
Yeah, that was like the kitchen area.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still very good on my rations.
Yeah, I'm still great on mine though, so it's not really a worry. Cause we did
all right.
We hunted for our first meal. I didn't even touch rations.
I might recommend the kitchen area because it's a smaller space. We have I believe there was a door that we could close to keep to close off the spiders.
It's a lot closer to all the
And
other
there was
bugs.
food.
And if we need to, we'll catch people right as they come in or out too. I feel like center might be better.
We'd be out of the initial point of view of anybody coming into the temple if we were that further in.
Are we expecting people to come?
We're
well,
not.
I guess we've already been attacked. I guess in the middle of the night.
I
mean, according to my notes, you basically have to be a drow to get down to the lower floors. So unless drow specifically are coming in, we'll be fine.
You have your own secret
what if,
key.
So we could.
What if, like, I don't like. I guess if we make sure that there's no tracks of us heading down here, but
y'all are overthinking this to me.
If they can deduce that we are down here, couldn't they just like cover up the entrance and make it hard for us to get out?
If the DM wanted to have someone attack us again, the DM would do it. Doesn't matter if it's people or the giant bugs, okay?
What is this DM you
I'm
speak
just
of?
unpacking my bag. I'm unpacking my bag. I'm Jason getting a headache. Jason's like, this is too much thinking.
So we're all in the center room downstairs.
Big center room. Big center room. Long lines of sight in every direction. We can see everywhere that somebody might be coming from.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And it's not as claustrophobic for us flying types.
Yeah.
So, should...
Diana will toss out some dancing lights as well to those without dark vision. So one for Jason. Who else would like a light?
Me.
Well, why don't we just make a campfire? Oh, it's a cave.
I'll toss one over to Michael as well.
Thank you.
What I do is I go up above, set up a campfire for cooking, so that we don't get choked by smoke. And like I do it like just at the top of the stairs, basically. And that's where I start, warming up any leftovers we had from the stew I made. God knows how, like a night before, I guess, in game time. But like 5 months ago, I think, for us.
It's still not old stew yet.
No.
It's still good. The Best Buy date is not the
it's
I'm sorry.
Yvonne. It's good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
So I start warming that up, and I add anything more to it that I judge that I need to. I did fill up any extra space I had in my backpack. If I remember correctly, I did fill up with some of the fruits from the trees down below. So I cut off a little piece of one, and I taste it, and I determine if it would go good with the stew, and if it does, then I'll put it in, etc., etc., etc.
All right,
Basically,
you're tasting the fruits or the
supply.
veggies? Because there was both.
Ooh, I didn't. I'll go with one of the veggies.
Right.
Those would go better.
Yes, stew and veggies, much better than fruit and veggies.
I don't know. They're stewed fruits.
Fruit and stew.
That sounds interesting.
Just take bananas and dump them in.
Ew, bananas.
Bananas, potatoes, pineapples.
This isn't the right climate.
We're more likely to find like pumpkins or pumpkin soup or.
Ooh,
hey, you don't know what was down there in that cave. It could have been anything.
Actually, are gourds fruit?
Technically, vegetables don't exist.
Yes, but you know what? Let's just
assume they're the equivalent of vegetables, Jamey. Let's just.
They are not a biological category. They are a culinary category. They exist.
Anyway, we're getting way.
All right, so
we need to dig down to the bottom of this.
No, we don't.
So
Meru makes some notes as to what he needs to research when he gets back to town.
So,
anyway,
Jason, you said that you're
start working on the stew. Some of the vegetables.
Yes. You said you're doing that above ground in this.
Yeah, I went upstairs, assuming I could easily go back down.
You cannot.
Well, then I would take Ziana with me.
And lock everybody else down there?
Yes.
Okay,
we could all be above.
Or how about this, Jamey? You can cook down in the cave.
People were worried about the smoke.
You were worried about the smoke.
No, it makes sense to be worried about the smoke.
Was worried about the smoke.
But there's a whole kitchen down there, right? There's a big cauldron. You make soup in that. You gotta have a fire there.
Do we want to put food in those tools?
We don't need to put them in the tools. We just have to use the facilities and trust that there is a smoke escape.
That hasn't been blocked off by now through age and dirt?
Yeah, but either way, it's still in some of the other rooms not close to the entrance necessarily, so just use that and call it good. So we don't all get locked down here.
I mean, what would happen
With
if
that
Ziana
DM
just, like,
smirking
sat
over
doorway?
there?
Hmm?
With the
What
DM
would happen if Ziana was just like sitting in the doorway type of thing, you know? Just like
Then it
like
would
when you stand in front at an elevator door so that it wouldn't
yeah.
shut.
Then it would stay open, much similar to one of those. Though I do think that
Right, but if I'm just up there long enough to cook the thing, whatever, doesn't matter. Regardless, I'm cooking the damn meal somewhere, wherever it fucking works. I trust the judgment of everybody else who's much smarter than I am. I've never do one.
Well, so Jason is upstairs cooking a meal, kind of just having Ziana hang out just while he's cooking.
Meru's hanging out outside too. He needs the fresh air after down there.
Zaya will have her little notebook out and just jotting down different notes and theories and just keeping track of everything that she saw today, just very enthusiastically. Just
All right. So
I feel like I've made attempts at conversation with Ziana like 7 times, and I just don't get the hint that she doesn't want to talk.
if you did say something, I did not hear you.
And no, like it's genuinely just like I just randomly say something or start up, try to, and then just like wait for a bit, go back to Strgtscntst, try again.
It's just the same phrase over and over and over.
Like an NPC that you just keep talking to.
Full gooder. Anyhow, as
Age Empires 2? What?
as you're stirring the stew, and it starts getting pretty dark outside, like the sky is starting to turn that deep blue right before the stars come out, you hear the caw of a falcon close by. And then you hear it closer.
Once the stew's done, I'm going back downstairs.
Can Diana see it at this point?
Huh?
Can Diana see it at this point?
You can't see it because of the way that it's way that the place is constructed. You just hear it. But
it's in. Wait. This is inside or?
This is above outside. Ground, but still in the dome.
Okay.
So.
You're cawing from the walls.
We're hearing the cawing from inside the dome.
From inside the dome, because there are like exits,
there aren't like
arches.
Actual doors.
Yeah, it just there are arches that are obscured from general view.
I'm sorry. I was trying to indicate directional hearing. The cawing was coming from inside the dome?
No.
Okay.
It was outside of the dome.
So you hear a distant caw, which then gets closer.
I'm gonna go investigate and try to check it out.
I don't think you would hear it.
You weren't above ground, were you?
What?
If you're below ground, you can't hear it.
Was it only a couple people that were going?
Wasn't it?
I mean,
like
anybody who wants to be upstairs could be upstairs. But...
Okay.
Sienna was pretty much setting up downstairs.
So I didn't say, but my thought in general was I wanted to sort of keep an eye out and keep watching what everybody else was doing, what they were doing.
Oh.
So
okay.
So I was planning to be up. I didn't say it.
Let everybody else set up camp. It just kind of stands around and watch. Nah, I'm an old man. It's okay. I can't bend over and lift shit anymore. It's okay. You guys got this. I trust y'all.
Bruh. So.
I'm not salty.
So, I'm going to assume
the stew is
that Sienna is downstairs, but Meru and Teldian are keeping watch.
Was Meru doing that as well?
Yeah. Well, Meru was mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was outside keeping with the fresh air near the entrance, outside of the dome.
So, Sienna is downstairs with Michael setting up camp. Jason is cooking. Meru and Teldian are keeping watch, and Ziana is standing in the middle of the elevator doors. Yeah?
Yeah, let's go with that.
So
Alright.
if somebody else was already keeping watch, then I probably would have been making tents, setting those up.
So you would have been below ground then.
Yeah, I would have checked to see if anybody was keeping watch, but
Well,
but
so
if someone already was, then yeah, I would be below ground.
alright. So now considering that Meru is outside, when you hear the car get closer, you see a falcon that has something attached to its leg. It looks like a scroll holder, and it starts to circle and then slowly descend to around where you are.
Okay.
How big is the falcon and scroll? If Mira can see it while it's flying.
I don't have dark vision. But
yeah,
I
but
do
like
have...
it gets close. As it gets closer, you can like see it. But
Yeah.
it is a black speck on the kind of darkening blue sky. But yeah, once it lowers itself, it comes around you, kind of slows its flight, and then dives to get into the dome. And it goes straight to Jason.
Oh.
There would be dancing lights for you as well, Meru. To have a little bit of vision.
Yeah, because Ziana's right there.
Mm-hmm. Jason.
Wait, okay.
This bird comes at you and immediately just sits down in front of you. You recognize it. This bird belongs to House Royus, of course. And then it caws at you.
I take you said this is a falcon, right? Which
Yeah.
means it's carnivorous.
Yes.
Yeah. I take some jerky out of my bag or something like that, and I break off a piece. I hold it out to it, give it a little scritch. Say, I had a bird name and then my brain just died.
Mini Mara.
Polly.
It's a falcon.
Polly.
It's a falcon.
Falcons can be Polly.
Does Polly want to crack it?
I'm sorry, my brain erased the L and just left one L, and then I was like,
Yeah, no, that's where I was going.
yeah, okay. All right.
But yeah, I give it a scritch as I'm offering it the jerky, and I'm just like, well, how you doing there, Averic? How was that? How's the flight here? And as I'm talking to it calmly and all that, I take the following proper procedures with falconry and delivering messages and all that shit. I pull the scroll case off its leg.
Mm-hmm.
And open it.
I do a better job, I yell inside. Outsourcing to lesser
telling
beings.
yourself that, Meru.
It's literally my job.
So is it this one's?
We should.
He gets paid less than regulation wage.
Does Sienna hear any of this argument as she's setting up camp?
We're yelling it back and forth. I'm out of the front, he's inside.
I feel like you hear Jason's side. Like you just suddenly hear, keep telling yourself that, Meru.
And it's like, yeah, keep telling yourself that. And it's reverberating through the walls just a little bit.
Ah, okay, cool.
Sierra, if you think that might be fighting up there, you should go like.
You know, I'll just let them solve their own problems at this point.
I mean,
Diana will yell down and It's fine. The boys are having a moment. Pay it no mind, Sienna.
Gonna continue munching on one of her mom's lemon bars that she got sent with and set up camp.
So
I keep scritching Varric with one hand as I open the scroll case with the other. And then read the scroll. I'm
wait,
assuming there's a scroll inside. I mean, it could be anything, I guess.
there is a scroll.
Inside the scroll
Never
case
penis. What?
is another scroll case.
There is a scroll, but I wanted to just make sure. Can you read? Because last I checked, you cannot.
You're right. I can't. That was a thing that very definitively stated. Jason cannot read.
So wait, how do you know the protocol for getting the messenger bird stuff?
Because I know Varric.
Oh, okay.
Normally, what happens is Varric arrives. Like if Varric comes to my house, the bird arrives, lands on the windowsill, whatever. I take it out of the scroll, and I take the scroll out off the bird, and I feed it a piece of jerky, scritch it, all that type of stuff. I take it, and then I take the scroll to one of my sisters and have them read it, usually. So Zion is within arm's reach, I am assuming, and so I hand it to Ziana. You mind reading this to me while I focus on the stew so it doesn't burn?
Oh. And I unroll it and see what's written on it.
All right, so you unroll it, and
It's infernal, no.
oh god,
Wisdom saving throw.
oh god. You unfurl it, and
Ziana just dies.
yo, you unfurl it, and I swear to God.
Stop interrupting, Yvonne. Let her finish. She hasn't even gotten to the good part.
We are not helping the ADHD right now.
You unfurl it, and
Sorry, Yvonne, please continue.
You unfurl it, and the insignia for House Royus is at the very top. Written on it is to Jason and Michael. I received your letter. I could not return it in the same way. However, I wanted to let you know that I did receive it. Do not come back south. It is dangerous, and I fear they are after you. Make your way to Estate Estrada. We will reconvene there. And then it is signed Countess Arai Royus.
I will convey the message word for word to Jason. And looks like we are to go back to my home.
This is the medieval equivalent of just saying lol.
Wait, what?
I got your I'm writing you to let you know I got your message. LOL. Chat message.
No.
Sorry.
Because
Also, don't come home. There's a guy with a gun.
Also,
what
you missed
LOL
the important
stands
part
for.
about abandoning ship and not coming back.
No. That wasn't the important part. The important part was you got the message, and that. No. I'm focusing on no.
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
You keep telling yourself that, Jason.
Now, we're 100% sure that this message came from where we think it came from, right?
I checked for the Royus water seal or whatever the fuck it is inside the paper or whatever.
The seal is there at the top in its standard the standard wax you're used to seeing it in. It looks,
out.
and that does look like Countess Arai's handwriting. So
I can't read it, but I do recognize it. weird squiggles. Only she squiggles in that way, at least as far as I've been able to determine. Admissible in court, right? So yeah, Ziana, you mind going and catching the others up downstairs? I feel like the stew is almost ready. Bubbling quite a bit. I'll be down in a
sure to do
actually
so.
no, you'll just don't forget to come back and get me.
Will do. I will. With the, am I leaving the scroll with you, Jay? Am I leaving the scroll with you, Jason, or should I just?
Zion, what happened to your voice just then? That was weird. Okay?
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all.
My throat's a little scratchy.
Here. Let me make some chicken soup for you.
Where you getting the chicken from?
Where are you getting the supply?
Where you getting the chicken from? Sorry.
Nobody needs to know what happened to Varric.
Oh no!
That was the worst.
I mean, it was either Varric or Miru. I mean...
Excuse!
We're gonna get a lot more meat off of Miru, so...
Neither of them are chickens.
That's true.
All birds are chickens.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Anyway.
Saying that to Sienna's face. I dare you.
I will not be able to hold her back.
Anyway.
Ziana will go downstairs and
throat there in a minute.
And pass along the message to
that. So my
Clone herself.
Yeah.
And it just caught us all off guard, and the computer was caught off guard, and it's like, man, I'm so surprised. I'm just gonna stop everything.
I didn't want to show you all the TPK that just happened.
Yeah. You cloned herself and the world around us crashed and crumbled, so we're re-rolling characters.
Kagebun Shin no Jutsu.
Well,
So you think we're joking, but there was a Leaf Village headband on the screen, and there were 2 Yvonnes on the screen. So this happened.
Quickly point out that we have no viewers. We need to probably oh, there they are.
yeah, it takes a while for them to. Yeah. So hi, sorry about that. I'm not going to scream into a pillow because we have the rest of the game to get through. Yeah. So where did we even leave off?
You cloning yourself right
Before that.
I had just gone down to Ziana. Had just gone down to the people.
Ziana had gone down the stairs, found everybody downstairs completely murdered.
Ah.
Running up, but got murdered near the top of the stairs.
Uh-huh.
And then Miru had just enough time to run 20 steps away before getting grabbed after Jason had already died.
Oh, I see.
I must have disconnected at some point.
Yeah, it was right after I found out that this place was a sealing location for the Terrask.
Oh. Okay.
Then we found out that Jason was the Terrask. Oh.
The real Terrask was the friend we made along the way.
Amazing, and I hate it. Just.
Writing that down for later.
The Varric the Falcon had arrived with a scroll for me. I handed it to Ziana to read. She took the scroll and she read the scroll. Then I asked her if she could go downstairs and inform the others and then come back up so that we weren't locked out. And she was in the process of doing that when hell happened.
All right. So, now that we've had our mini summary. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Legit mini summary.
I am so sorry. Yet
Ziana,
again.
take it away.
So I read what's on the letter to everyone, and then I just up the close up the scroll and I basically. So, in other words, we're going to be going back to my family's estate instead of to Jason's. Apparently, there is danger on the road.
I should have figured. All right. I have your location marked on the map, and he pulls out the map, puts it on the floor. Thank goodness Meru isn't here to see this.
I heard that.
He pulls out the map, puts it on the floor, and like noting where you are now and where Zayana's home is, he says, I think it should be about a day and a half journey. I think. I'm not exactly sure how the woods are laid out because you don't map out woods like that. So
About how far along is the stew that I'm making?
well, I would say unless
Priorities, right?
huh?
Priorities.
So I would say since you're not trying to do like a long cooking stew and it's basically just leftovers, it should be done by now.
With a few additions, yeah.
Yeah, the sun has disappeared mostly.
Then I will start gathering everything to prepare to take it back as soon as Zayana comes back up to let us back down.
Okay.
That way, basically, she opens the door and we go.
All right. So, you're gathering the things. Diana, you're still standing in the middle of the elevator door?
Well, once I fill everyone in, I'll make my way back.
Okay. Mary, you're still outside?
Yeah, well, he called the soup out, right? He said the soup's ready, right?
Just about.
Okay. Mary's gonna go inside and have some soup.
All right.
Good soup.
Are we bringing the soup down, or are we going up to get the soup?
I'll be bringing it down. I'm dousing the fire and all that type of stuff, you know.
No
disasters happen.
So,
But yeah.
what's your passive perception?
Mine?
Jason's. Meru, okay. Meru, I'm guessing you've already gone downstairs.
I was gonna come back up and eat my soup at the door.
Oh, I see. Oh, don't you dare crash on me again, I swear to God. Okay.
Well, you're not quiet yet, so.
Anxiety! Anyhow. By the way, people watching, thanks for still being here. If you are still here, just can you say something in chat because I'm anxious? Anyhow.
F in the chat for anxiety.
Here, let me just type in the chat for everyone.
Anyhow.
F for anxiety.
Well.
Just
Hey,
how do
Tim
you
has an
spell
account on
anxiety?
Twitch?
F
Huh?
Q
Oh no!
E.
No! So, Jason, you're gathering up the things to... You're gathering up the things to go downstairs. And you've doused the fire?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you're gathering up the things and the smoke is wafting off from...
I'm assuming that Varric is up on my... I'm going to try to put Varric up on my shoulder.
Oh.
I feel like that's a thing that I've done before and he's okay with.
Yeah. So, Varric rests on your shoulder. Your poor shoulder. Those talons hurt. Anyhow.
I wear armor.
Yeah, that's true. But,
she means the armor is hurting the talons.
no. I meant the...
Talons are cutting through the armor into your shoulder and you slowly bleed out. Roll in your character.
Damn, what the hell is this eagle made out of? Adamantium?
Adamantium tipped claws, yes.
It just regularly goes to like
Yes,
the
yes,
grindstone and sharpens its
that-
talons. Just
Oh god.
The scout war eagles of House Royus, trained to eviscerate.
You say this like it's not the
Claws
case.
At any
tipped with
rate,
adamantium.
how
I
is
mean, it is
the
now, apparently.
how is the soup / stew / porridge / concoction?
Well,
Well, when I come downstairs and dish it out, we'll find out.
okay. So as you're packing up the things and you've doused the fire and the smoke is making its way through the dome, it smells like it should be like it shouldn't be as strong of a smell as it is. Even though the fire is out, you just keep smelling smoke and more smoke. The smell is getting stronger.
Mara, want to take a look?
I go downstairs and I don't mention it to anybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm not there actually.
Well, I think I would be there though because I have to let Jason
Yeah,
back
would
in.
Zion-
Would the
Ziana
smoke be
notice
coming
it?
downstairs?
He did say he was coming downstairs.
Okay, so would the
Yeah,
smoke be coming in
Ziana-
with him?
Not
Ziana is standing
yet.
standing at the door,
Mm.
holding it open for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Ziana,
So Ziana smell it.
you are also starting to smell the smoke. It's starting to smell heavier than it should be.
Jason, what do we want to do about that? That smells concerning.
Oh, well, I was just gonna take the stew downstairs, gonna eat the stew, then come back and check it out after we've all had a full belly. But I mean, if it's a thing we should do now and let the stew get cold, that's up to you guys, I think.
Oh,
Then let the stew get cold.
I just assume that it's the leftover smoke from the fire I was cooking on.
Priorities.
I give another piece of jerky to Varric.
As you're giving the piece of jerky to Varric, Varric pauses. It leaves your shoulder and flies outside up to the top of the trench. Lets out a large caw, comes back in, pokes your head, and then flies away.
Meru just sees it fly out, sees it fly in, peck him in the head, fly back out. I gotta try that.
Downstairs to everybody.
If you can see,
I guess-
if you are also in the way of the open stairwell, you start to smell the smoke too.
Smelling it?
You're smelling it.
Like smelling the smoke, or is it like filling the air and actually making it difficult to breathe?
Smelling the smoke.
It's just
God? Is everything okay up there?
I put the big pot of stew down, cover it because we don't waste good food if we can avoid it, and then I go check it out. Ziana, you mind holding the door open, letting them know that there might be something happening? Obviously, Varric's alarmed. I'm gonna go check to make sure he's okay. Careful of that. Don't knock it over. It's still hot. I might have to reheat it later, but that's fine. And then
So, I hold the door open so that Jason can go back out, and I'm like, we're not quite sure. There's definite smoke in the air, but we can't really tell where it's coming from.
Sienna is immediately gonna be on high alert,
Mm.
pull out her greatsword and go up the stairs.
Mm.
Cause she ain't gonna leave someone to get killed cause it's her job to protect them.
Mm.
smoke. What's it gonna do? Smell bad?
So,
Smell
As
bad
I'm
at us to
climbing
death?
out
Lest
of the
they get
trench-
ambushed.
So as I'm climbing out of the trench, how bad is the forest fire that's happening outside?
bad.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm at the door watching things.
I was trying to clarify where you were. You said that you were going downstairs to eat the food. I asked this several times.
And then immediately afterwards,
You said once
yes,
you got
I'm
the
going to
food,
take
you
it.
were going to
I'm
take
going
it
to
out.
Take my food and eat it at the door.
The food has not been served yet.
You went downstairs before the food had gone downstairs. So it made sense that you were still down there waiting for the food to come down.
I'm sorry. I was told the food was ready.
It was ready.
Yes.
I had to clean up and go down, and we were still technically waiting on Ziana to come back up.
Okay. In that case, I'm inside. I'm sorry. I'm a little confused as to what's going on. Okay. So, forest fire outside?
Apparently.
So Sienna, smelling the smoke as she is up, she's gonna be like looking around, notice Jason's not there, and immediately be like, "Oh, god damn it!" and like head outside with her great sword, like swinging her arms, jumping over. Gets outside. What does Sienna see with Jason watching as well?
When Sienna emerges from the trench, climbs up, her eyes first meet blinding flashes of orange. Like, as far as you can see, orange is glowing in the distance and crawling closer, and the smoke is raising into the heavens. It seems like you are surrounded by fire.
All right, so I'm casually following Sienna, like not really all that worried until I get outside. I look up and see the fire, and it's very much just a. So back to the tunnels.
We're gonna grab Jason.
Is Varric still here, or did he fly off?
I walked up following Sienna to the door where you were.
You're not Varric.
Right, Varric.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard Meru. I'm sorry. I think I got something in my ears here.
Maybe.
Check your headphones. Maybe they got to shorten the cord.
How's that? We'll see.
So yeah, is Varric still there, or did he fly off?
He's circling above, cawing, trying to make sure that you know. But he wants to fly off. You could tell he's uncomfortable.
Sounds reasonable.
I look at Sienna. You can write, right?
Right.
We need. Can you quickly write a message? I'm gonna to Lady Royce, Countess Royce, say forest is on fire. Basically, just send out an SOS of sorts. Forest on fire.
Sienna is gonna pull out pen, ink real fast from her satchel she still has. Write in bold letters, "Forest is on fire." Roll it up and just hit in mere 10 seconds.
I'm gonna whistle for Varric to come down, and as I'm waiting for him, roll it up, put it in the scroll case, and then get it ready to strap to his leg so he can head off.
Okay.
Does he come down?
Yeah. Varric swoops in, goes straight to you like dive bombs.
On my bare arm.
All right. Its claws dig into your arm. It hurts.
I'm okay with this. There's no time to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage do I take? I think technically, mechanically, it's like a D4, something like that. Howie, does that sound right for a bird like that?
Depends on how hard it's trying to hurt you, but yes.
It's not trying. Though you do take 4 points.
It's fine.
Yikes.
Not 44 D&D Beyond.
Oh boy.
You just
falls
die.
over dead because that's double my health points.
I think Varric is still a little frightened, so it wasn't trying, but like...
Yeah, it's tense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Burn lands on arm, severs your artery.
Oh, God.
My arm just falls off. But yeah, so I quickly strap it up, and then he knows where to go.
Yeah. So You strap it up, you put it on him, and you let him go. He flies off into the air and to the direction of your home.
And as soon as that bird is gone, I'm gonna grab Jamey and just book it down to the tunnels.
That was, yeah, it was absolute. I feel like we grab each other because I was about to say I grabbed Sienna
Just
and
grab him by his belt and just yank him down the tunnel, down to the tunnels.
Meru sees this happen and just is like, Meru sees this happen, is just like, shrug, follows casually.
Oh God.
Just down and just.
I mean, I'm not worried about a forest fire. I can fly over it if I need to.
Yep. See, Sienna's not worried about herself. She knows she can fly. She knows Jason, however, cannot.
We have a tunnel here. We're not worried at all.
So
she also knows that Jason would fight the fire.
Yes.
Fair.
Firefighter.
But in the wrong way. Anyone have water spells?
That's the right way.
He is gonna grab him by like belt, pants, shirt, whatever is in that general vicinity. She's just gonna grab, yank him down towards the entrance. And yank him towards.
Well.
Into like down the stairs. She's like, forest fire! The forest is on fire!
Will make sure that everyone is down there. Then she will walk in, sealing the door.
All right. Just making sure. Roll. Sienna, you're still holding both coins, right?
Getting ready to pack everything
yes,
away.
I'm holding both coins.
Roll 2 d20s for me.
Okay. Okay, that is a 15 and a 16.
All right. Both coins stay in your pocket, though they're like jingling up and down, threatening to leave as you're dragging him down into the stairs.
Those coins stay too. I realize as I'm dragging him down the stairs, oh shit, and I like make sure they're still there.
Yeah, they want to leave. They want to leave.
Wait, is it like they're moving themselves, or is it just like
no, loose in the pockets? Just there's a lot happening. Loose in the pockets.
They're like tugging themselves away or something.
Yeah, we got a one ring situation here.
Oh God.
We need freedom.
Yeah, no, Sienna's gonna make sure those coins don't go anywhere, and she's just like, grabbing him basically by the hip, just like dragging him as he's trying to like go and fight the fire, and be like, no, you cannot fight a forest fire.
Not with that attitude.
I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can. No, all right, once we're all back inside, I grab the pot of stew as we go down the stairs?
If you need something to keep the stew warm, there's heat source right over there.
Right over there. If it's too far, it's coming closer. You're fine.
You know, this thing really would be better with smoked paprika.
Dead.
That nice charred smell.
You were able to grab it because Sienna wasn't running. She was just like, no, do not go and fight the fire.
Sternly guiding the child back downstairs. Yes.
But the stew.
Yeah, I do grab the stew. I grab the stew and I carry it down.
As soon as Jason sees the stew, he snaps out of it. It's like, oh man, I gotta bring this inside.
Oh shit, food, right? We do nice, good food.
Well, not sure. Were there clouds in the sky? Like, would it have been a lightning storm, or does this feel like intentional?
There were no storm clouds in the sky. It was actually quite clear.
What a mighty coincidence this is. I say, bleeding profusely from my left arm.
I mean, it looks to me like you were just sloppy with your fire.
What happened? I take a cloth and start, like, wrapping up his arm.
I don't know. I smelled smoke after putting out my fire. Followed proper fire etiquette as I was taught by my mama and papa. And
Mama and Papa didn't know what they were doing.
I'm sorry, Mero just
sorry,
like.
but I was
"Ooh."
surrounded by stone on all sides, and there was nothing, no kindling, no nothing within range, except I had to freaking grab the wood from, the nearest tree line, which is far away, and drag it back in order to start a damn fire in the first place. There was no way that my fire started that.
Yeah, his fire was in the cave.
Yeah,
I
no,
wasn't-
at this point, Teldian, I have to agree with Jason here. There's no way that his small little fire for the stew started that.
I was watching at the door the whole time.
When I put it out when the stew was done and I was coming back downstairs, but the smoke was still strong and getting stronger. And went and looked. I decided to send Varric off, gesturing to the bird wound on my arm that's being bandaged by Ziana.
Would Ziana need to roll a medicine check to bandage that up?
Are you trying to do anything other than just putting cloth on it?
Well, I'm putting a little bit of pressure on it and trying to wrap it up so it stops bleeding.
Definitely roll medicine check.
Okay. I am good at these. First roll of my fancy new metal dice.
Ooh.
But yeah,
17.
Okay.
I
You're
sent Varric off to. Go ahead.
you're rolling it up. It is getting bandaged, though it is a little slippy because he is quite avidly defending his honor. So you're doing a good job despite circumstances.
Defending the honor of his mom and pa.
Damn right.
It sounds like
Say what you want about me, but don't you dare besmirch the honor of my parents.
So
But yeah, I sent Varric off, gesturing to my bleeding arm that's being bandaged, with a hastily written message from Sienna, by Sienna, saying that there was a forest fire. Basically, can't text now. Call you later.
I'm driving.
Just in big bold letters.
Natural
Forest
emergency.
fire!
I'm picturing like
And then
big.
came,
Sorry, go ahead.
and then we came right on back down the stairs, and don't know what started it, but it's a mighty coincidence that we got here, found this, and we're about to head home and then suddenly fire. It's a mighty coincidence.
Michael, who
How
is
unfortunate.
Michael, who is hearing this and growing just a little more by the second, but is trying to hold it in. What direction was this fire coming from?
I
Point?
right up the south, the direction the door is facing.
I point up. No.
Oh God.
I
I
mean,
point
Would,
in whichever
would
direction.
Sienna have been able to tell what direction it was coming in, or was it just all around?
From what y'all observed, it looked like you were surrounded by the fire.
yeah.
That it wasn't
Sienna's
from,
gonna pip up and be like, "Oh, we were just surrounded by fire, so there's no way to tell right now which direction it started from."
It's coming from.
Wait,
that
you
way.
we are surrounded. We
Yes.
are
Yeah.
fully
Yes.
There's no
the entire temple.
Yes.
I don't see a
Michael?
problem here.
Michael?
It'll burn itself
Yeah.
out and we can
There's
leave.
no choice.
No.
There's no. Yeah, just let it burn out, and then we're good to go.
No. This is not normal. This is not normal. It is early spring and it does get a little dry, but not dry enough to start a forest fire around the entire premises here. This is not normal.
I put a hand on Michael's shoulder. Sarcasm sure is lost on you, isn't it?
Yes, I am not good with it.
Don't worry, we're on the same page. This is not a natural forest fire. With all this shit that's been happening, ADL and all that, trust me, that there's no way. I would not be surprised if she set that damn thing herself.
Like, what do they want to drive us out? Do they want to keep us in? I don't.
It doesn't like
I bet
if
they
they
wanna
want to, if
kill
they want to keep us in, then we will stay until the fire burns out and we will leave.
They can't get in unless they have a drow.
Yeah,
But
we're safe in here. We
also-
can bunker down for weeks if we need to.
But if they were to, like, put something above that would keep us from getting out, that's what I'm worried about.
The
Here's
door would still
the
open.
thing
It
that you
kinda-
guys
it kinda
might
rotated
not be
itself open.
considering. They might be trying to burn the burn the forest down so that way they can find the temple. And thus find us.
I mean,
So as soon as this fire dies out, we need to skedaddle.
by all accounts, this temple didn't seem too difficult to find.
Yes, but also did they know what
The
they were looking
important
for?
thing is, the unfortunate
didn't.
important thing is that anybody keeping watch, we can't, with how thick that smoke's going to be overnight, we cannot keep watch up there without, at least not for long.
I don't know
Maybe
about you,
we
but
stay down here.
one way or another, we cannot leave.
Yeah. We stay down here, we have one person keep watch regardless, just in case anyone hears anything up there, like people walking around. But we can't leave right now, not with the forest fire surrounding us, because some of us cannot fly.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Oh God.
Meru!
This is where Jamey is just like, Jason is too nice of a guy to pluck the feathers out of Meru. Jason is too nice of a guy to pluck Meru's feather. Jason, no.
Well, either way, that's let's just try to hunker down and enjoy some stew, and
Yeah.
we'll just let the fire pass, and then we'll make
Yeah,
our
I'm sure it'll be fine in the morning. We
escape.
just need to be on guard when we leave.
yeah.
Hmm.
Would
Okay.
be in the middle, preferably, in case they're still trigger happy.
We should probably find a way to disguise you, so that if they're watching, that they don't immediately single you out. Were they trying to kill you or capture you the other night?
They
Last
were
night?
well. all
They
I know is
it
that
was
they were
crossbow
shooting.
bolts, not nets.
Yeah,
They
that
were
was.
trying to kill.
They were trying to kill me.
So then it's not likely they were trying to capture you to drag you here so that you would open the door for them. So they probably
Maybe
don't even
they-
know that they need a drow.
Yeah, it's quite
But-
possible.
We can't rule out the fact that if it is Lady L and her people, I have no doubt in my mind that she's got access to a drow. She's just
Should-
that kind of person, you know?
Should we try to cover up the tracks upstairs so that like it's not obvious that we were in here?
It's a little late, but we
It's
could
a little
try.
late. It's a little late for that, I think. Let's just hunker down for the night, and the only thing that we left up there is really the remains of the fire.
Even that was just.
And honestly,
you know,
that could have been by anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, who's taking first watch?
I will.
Or we're sure there are no like hasty footprints leading to the door, showing that it is a door.
I mean, it's all stone on the inside, so the
Is
only
it?
footprints would be outside.
Yeah, the dome was all stone. It was a stone dome with you know, stone flooring. It was inside of a temple. It's just a hidden door that led down here. The only dirt was in the trench, and the only signs that anybody stepped inside the thing is the remnants of the fire that I had next to the door. And so literally it could just have been that somebody was camped here at some point, because it's a nice little tuck away shelter. There's no sign that there is a door here.
Sounds good.
Alright, so Jason's taking first watch. Sienna will take second.
All right. So how are you conducting watch? You're just staying up, listening for things outside.
Yeah, listening for things,
How'd I
keeping
do
an
on
eye
the
on
stew?
the...
Since we're all sitting and eating right now.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the different areas and making sure we aren't gonna get ambushed.
How do I roll for stew?
Honestly, I would say, I want to say a wisdom check, but I remember that we did something last time with the pancakes.
It was.
I would imagine
What's
with
the
Jason,
performance, I think.
would a proficiency be added to this?
Yes.
Usually, if proficient in chef's tools, I would think.
Which I'm not.
I know that we did something special, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Anyhow, roll a D.
Maybe a survival check? No.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna pull up D&D Beyond, which closed because. Anyhow.
My thought is that if you don't have proficiency in the chef's tools, you don't get the proficiency.
But he already established, because of his growing up with his parents, especially his mom, that he does know how to cook, and cook well. But anyhow.
Does he have the chef?
Doesn't necessarily mean I'm proficient in chef's tools, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's
you're
like,
not exactly using chef tools, though, are you?
That is
You're
also
proficient
true.
in cooking.
I'm using whatever cooking supplies we have on hand, which is not necessarily chef's tools.
okay, so we don't have a mini cauldron. What are we cooking soup in?
A pot that I had with me in my backpack.
Okay, you have a pot.
Established this all in
Yeah.
the first 4 things.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My
I'm trying to
point
remember
is
because
that-
it's been 4 months, man.
Right, I know, but like I'm arguing the semantics of what are chef's tools versus cooking supplies.
Cooking supplies, I would think. That's
Because
what that
chef's
is.
tools are, I think of chef's tools as specialized equipment type stuff, like you'd find in a fancy ass Gordon Ramsay level kitchen, you know.
Those are just high quality cooking supplies.
So like,
There's also a lot of specialized equipment that not a lot of people don't use on a regular basis.
So like, I'm saying like his basic skills would probably be like, you know, knowing what goes together, cutting it, preparing it properly, but not necessarily to a chef standard. That would be my thought. Like, you're familiar with what you've come in contact with on the farm, just like I would be familiar with my military experience.
And this is just a recipe that I've helped my mom make type stuff, you know.
I think what Jamey is mostly asking for is like not whether or not we're getting like, you know, a +1 bonus to something or something like that, but more just like, do we want to vomit, or
I
is
just want to
this-
know how good I did.
All right.
Yeah. All
Then
I care
just
about is this good food or not?
All right, then just roll a D20.
That's a natural 20.
Ah, yes.
That's
a 19. No, no, it's a tankard. It's hard to tell because it's a tankard because of the grog die from Critical Role.
So
We did all that arguing for what? We did all that arguing for what?
To vamp for time.
Hey, the finer details need to be decided.
Oh God.
I would recommend hashing this out at some point off screen.
Yeah.
Okay,
at
but
any
not on
rate-
stream. Anyways, natural 20.
Natural 20. The food is amazing. Way to go.
Good soup.
All right. Jason on first watch, Sienna on second watch. Who is on third watch?
I'll take third.
Okay.
All right. After Taldi and Ziana can just
Wake up early, basically.
take the rest of it because I only have to sleep for 4 hours.
All right.
Could I
Michael's
make an estimate for how long I would think it would take for the forest to burn down?
based on what?
The intensity of the fire and how burned everything already looked.
Did you get to see it?
I walked out and it was following. Like I walked outside shortly behind Sienna. Yeah.
Okay.
And he also casually walked back.
Right.
Yeah. I casually walked out, casually walked back. I mean, it's a forest fire. It's shocking, but like, we're fine here.
All right.
Mary's not worried.
How much experience do you have with fires?
I work around paper a lot.
Roll a Yes.
Watch the time.
Right. All right. I just want to establish something before we head to our break, even though,
Alright,
you
no
know.
problem.
Disadvantage.
Roll, hold on. I'm trying to figure out exactly what this would be. Roll survival. Yeah. Just flat survival.
Flat survival, no disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right, that is a 12.
You're not exactly sure when this will burn out. If it stays the way it is, it'll probably creep a little into where your territory is and then dissipate. You know it'll be gone by morning probably. But
Okay, I'll take third shift.
all right.
Or I'll go with whoever's doing third shift.
Yeah, so you'll go with Teldian.
Yeah.
All right. Michael
Like
says
if somebody's burning down the place to find out where we are, then being awake when the fire burns out is probably a good idea.
Michael says, I don't think I'm sleeping tonight. I'll be here. Mapping
Got a lot
a
of
route.
hiking to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Knock him unconscious. No, I'm kidding.
I'll be planning the route that we have to take. Hopefully we can get to Estate Estrada in one piece. And then I'll sleep then.
How far off is it, do you think?
About a day and a half.
Alright.
Ziana will stay up with
Are you
Jason
sure you don't
for
want
a
to
little
sleep, Michael?
bit.
That was a mighty yawn.
I'm fine. It'll be fine. This is fine. We'll be fine.
Michael is actually Yvonne.
A little bit.
You mean you didn't pick up on that before now? Social anxiety didn't tip you off?
I don't have that much.
Honestly, I didn't think that we were putting him under I didn't feel like his stress was disproportional to our bullshit.
I mean, y'all have a lot of bullshit. But also, like, think of Michael as a cross between your average, like, intro guide person and Bruno.
Oh god.
We don't talk about Michael.
So anyway, DM, I believe you mentioned a break.
Yes, I have not gotten to that yet. So, everybody...
The Encanto sing-along will happen during the intermission.
So, y'all have
Actually,
your...
during the intermission was the video. And then the Encanto sing-along.
Right.
Sorry, I'll stop carrying.
Yes, please. Anyhow, so we have the watch order established. Could you say it for me again?
Yep. Jason first watch, Sienna second watch, Maroon Teldian third watch, Ziana fourth watch. Michael claims he's gonna stay up for all of it. We all doubt that he'll stay up for all of it.
Damn. No faith. No faith. All right.
Man needs sleep.
No faith.
No faith. Ugh.
I mean, my faith box is empty.
Jason, roll for your watch perception.
Ziana will be up there with him, so So would that give him advantage on the roll?
Oh, you're staying up for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm staying up for a little bit.
All right. And I'm once again assuming that you will both be in the center room underground, not above ground. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit up
Yeah.
on the stairs near the door
Okay.
and just kind of keep a little bit of overwatch.
Okay.
So we should also keep an eye open for like insects that might come from other directions.
That's another reason why I'm doing that, so that if the door opens, I'll hear it opening before it actually opens on us, and so that the any insects that we I feel like that we would have.
They'll eat your teammates before you, so you'll be safer.
I feel like with Ziana up, she'd have dancing lights at the other door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that we could see anybody coming in.
Okay.
Anything coming in from that direction. But yeah, I'm gonna sit up on the stairs and keep watch. My role is you said perception?
Yes.
It's a 17.
17. As your time passes, you hear the fire starting to roar louder. It is getting closer, but it's still kind of a dull roar through the stone. You're not hearing anything else.
Has the stone started heating up yet?
Not yet.
Usually that would mean the fire is right on the other side.
Yeah.
For clarification.
So, stone hasn't heated up, but you're starting to hear the roar of the fire being louder than it was before. Oh, sorry. There's no sounds of any.
Are you sure you're not tired, Michael?
I will be fine. I have to plot out our escape. What if something happens?
I just thought I saw you.
It's
a
fine.
little bit over there.
It'll be fine. It's fine. Okay? I have a job to do. That's to make sure that we get out of this safe and alive. Okay? I will
Diana
sleep.
will whisper.
Honestly, that's our job.
No.
That's our job. Your
No.
job is to make sure we get to our destinations.
Safe and alive.
We got to our destination safe and alive. We are currently at the destination handling the problems.
We have to get back safe and alive too. This is my job. Let me do my
Go to
job,
sleep.
please.
Michael, can you quiet down a little bit? We're trying to sleep over here.
Michael glares at you and continues plotting out the path.
I kind of, before he looks away, I kind of tip my hat at him.
Diana will whisper in Jason's ear. 2 silver pieces. He falls asleep, drools all over the map, and Mero has a conniption.
Yo!
Nah, he wait, you have silver?
I flash the 2 silver coins.
Actually, no, I have money too, technically. But I was gonna make a crack about being poor, but no, never mind. I have more money on me than I thought I did. Anyway, nah, I think he'll doze off a few times, but I think that he'll make it largely through the night. I think it's tomorrow and tomorrow night that he'll really struggle.
All right. By the way, Jason, you really think it might have been that enemy of your family's that started this fire?
She's already made a bid on this location anyway. It only tracks to me. Lord knows she's capable. If you're capable of kidnapping kidnapping a child, then Lord knows what else you're capable of.
That's just awful.
So, since he was keeping watch and you're...
Thanks for this, by the way.
Oh.
Thanks for this.
Ah, of course.
You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. It was a good job.
Absolutely.
Couldn't have done better myself.
Wow. I'll have to teach you maybe a little bit of how to dress your wounds, and you'll have to teach me a little bit about cooking. That stew is delicious.
I might take you up on that. Keys in the seasonings.
I look forward to learning more.
So, I didn't get to ask Ziana to roll perception as well. I'm sorry.
You're fine. That is a 8. No, a 9. Oh. Nope.
You're really not getting much. The stone muffles a lot. So,
She's distracted, watching to make sure that Michael does actually fall asleep.
Michael's struggling, but you could see like a manic will to stay awake in his eyes. Like he's really struggling.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. During my watch, I'm going to. I'm not gonna stay up on the stairs the entire time. I'm gonna start brewing some like tea type of stuff, you know. And like I'm gonna make 3 cups. Like three cups. One for Ziana, one for myself, one for him, one for Michael. However, I would like to try to spike Michael's with a root that makes him drowsy.
No, that is such a bad idea.
That's so mean.
That could backfire on us.
How would you have that on hand?
Also, just a great seasoning.
Well, I mean, roots are basically like that. However, like, I feel like Jason's family, like his mom helped him pack his backpack, obviously, because there was a fucking apple pie in it at the start of the whole thing. So I feel like she would have made sure that he had like anything that could possibly be needed, and I feel like she was worried that he might have trouble sleeping sometimes, and you know, just like put some of that root in there for him.
Roll a mom check.
Oh God. Roll a mom check. What?
Don't make mom checks be a thing.
I will not make mom checks be a thing. I will have to ask you to roll medicine, because I'm treating this as ZQuil. Don't you freaking dare. Don't.
No. 19.
Ah! Freaking. All right.
Michael just sleeps through the next ambush we get.
No. My goal is to make it, not to like spike it so that he's just zonked out like instantly. Like I'm not like roofying him. I'm doing like the equivalent of like sleepy time tea, which is just to increase the drowsiness and make it more likely that he'll just, you know, actually doze off on his own.
Just it goes horribly wrong.
So-
He sleeps through the next ambush.
Well, like he tries even
that would've been
harder
a
to
natural
stay
1.
up.
So, he takes the tea. He says, "Thank you." He takes a little sip, just a little
I
sip.
put a blanket around his shoulders.
Thanks, but it's not really cold, you know.
It's quite hot outside.
It's
You're underground though, so it's cooler than it is outside.
Yes, but I'm fine. It's fine.
For your, it's for comfort more than anything else.
I'll
I know
be
you struggle,
comfortable
and
when.
I know we tease you, Michael.
We didn't hear what you said.
I know
By the
we
way.
tease you, but
I wasn't saying anything
I know-
for comfort.
Okay.
but yeah, I know we tease you, but it's for comfort. All right, Michael.
I'll be comfortable when we're out of here. He takes another sip and then gets back to work.
Ziana
I
refreshes
didn't
the
resume my
dancing light.
location with my own tea. I take my tea up to my spot at the top of the stairs, and that's where I finish out my shift.
All right. By the time you finish your shift, Michael's looking really zonked, but the manic has dialed up. He's zonked, but he's trying. Up next, Sienna, yes?
Yes.
I have to wake Sienna up.
Sienna gets
stay up
up
and take her shift.
automatically.
Okay.
She's like
I
on a
try to stay up
military
for
schedule.
the next shift too. Fair.
She gets up for military schedule, like she's very aware of it. She only needs like a handful of hours to sleep as well, but she's on like that military rotation schedule still. Like you can
fair
like you can take them out of the military, but you can't take the military out of the person type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like she gets up
Fair
and
enough.
she's taking over watch. You know, she has her great sword. She's cleaning off stuff, you know, occupying her time while she keeps watch. You know, something to, like, keep her hands busy.
Mm-hmm.
And sternly tells Jason, go to bed.
Heavy sigh.
So,
Yeah,
as
man.
so, roll perception for your watch.
Yep. Let's see, what is my perception? It's been like 4 months. Okay.
Zion, are you still awake or not?
Now, when Jason goes to bed, I'll start my meditation.
Cool.
Alright, so.
Zion
that
just
is-
goes into full club-like trancing in her tent.
So that's
Muffled-
a 17
muffled,
with my perception. Plus 3.
17 plus 3?
Skrillex emanating
Or
from
Yeah.
his tent.
okay.
17 plus 3.
All right. So, as you are keeping watch, the roaring gets louder, and then you hear it's starting to sound like it's right above you.
Can I feel if the stone is super hot?
You touch the stone. It is not super hot, but it is getting warm. And Ziana, I need you to just make a general D20 roll for me.
Boy.
DM, were we gonna have a break at some point?
Yes, I'm trying to get to the stopping spot, but we keep getting waylaid.
That's a 4.
That- Oh, that's a 4, eh?
Oh.
Huh.
You said Ziana. Didn't Ziana go to meditate? Didn't go into her trance?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trancing right now.
That's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's trancing right now.
Oh no.
So, as you are trancing, Ziana, and you are going through the past memories of your life and everything, something shifts. You end up in a realm that you're not familiar with. And as you look around, being surrounded by what looks like ethereal smoke, you turn and you see the woman in the statue. And we will take our break now. Let's do like a
Vision time.
Let's
So 10 or 15 minutes?
15 minutes, maybe 20. Maybe like it's been weird. It's been a weird session with
4 hours.
No. Yeah, let me just
How
take a
about-
quick nap. A quick nap.
Yeah, how
is
about we
fine.
do like a 10-minute break and see if we need any more time after that?
Our standard is 15 though, so let's do 15.
15? Okay,
Yeah.
15.
All right.
Cool.
So we will be back in about 15 minutes. And yeah.
And you wanted to set that that intro thing, right?
Yeah, I've got it.
The video.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. She got it.
Don't go anywhere, y'all.
All right.
Shit's getting interesting.
See you soon. For when you need drink, you will only find oil. For when you need food, you will only find gems. Gold will not shield you from the scalding sun. nor coin from harsh weather. The only true wealth is freedom. Which we will reclaim. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our campaign, which is hopefully not gone offline again. Last where we left off, the group has.
There it is. That's our name.
That's a terrible.
We gotta
name.
put emphasis on the for our two birds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
Anyway,
the crew has chosen to hunker down in the abandoned drought temple as a forest fire rages around them. As people have been keeping watch, the fire has crawled in closer, and recently there has been a pounding on the surface, reverberating down into their refuge. As Jason goes to bed from his watch, Sienna stays up for her watch, and Ziana goes into her daily trance. Ziana loses herself into another plane where she sees the woman that was in the statue they first encountered when they entered the temple. So, just letting you know how this is going to go, I will be jumping between Ziana and Sienna. So, stick with me, everyone. Okay? So,
Okie dokie.
no, I refuse.
Ziana, you find yourself in a large open space that seems to be covered in ethereal-like smoke. Even though there is no visible light source, you can see the clouds shift as if they're made of little shards of crystal, shining off little tiny rainbows as they trail through the ground. In the distance, you see the tall drow woman, older, naked, with very long hair, and she dances, seeming to not even recognize that you're there.
So Zion is at first just gonna be like, just like, is this like? She goes to pinch herself, like, is this real? Like,
Am I dreaming? This is exactly the fantasy I've always had.
As you're...
Matt, it's not Hinata.
Oh, God. So, as she's dancing and you're trying to perceive whether or not you are actually dreaming or not, she turns around, glances at you for a brief second, and continues on. As she glances and then looks away, you hear a voice in your head that sounds like Honeymead saying to you, "You have reached out into the aether in my tabernacle. Did you mean to reach out to me?"
Ziana will. Yes, yes, I just had exploring this place. I had so many, questions about what I had found here.
What have you found? You are still hearing this voice in your head as she seems to be dancing, completely unaware of you.
I'll get up and start moving towards the figure that's dancing.
Okay. As you move forward to this figure, Sienna, that pounding you're hearing
Yes.
is getting closer.
Can I deliberately tell like it's someone to try to break in?
If you're touching the surface of the ceiling, you can feel sharp reverberations through the floor. It sounds more like a blunt object than a sharp one. But you are hearing...
Okay. Sienna is immediately like gonna back away, sneak down the steps, greatsword in hand, and nudge at the other people. She's not gonna get quite to Ziana yet. She's gonna first nudge at Jason, then Teldian, then Meru, then make sure Michael is actually awake. She's gonna motion for them to stay quiet, and she's gonna kind of be like,
If he's asleep, let the poor boy sleep.
just like just kind of like explain to everyone as she like nudges them awake. I hear something upstairs. It's not the fire. It's people, I think.
Could it
Be
fire
prepared.
people?
Fire people. Okay, so...
Are you hinting at a specific race of D&D?
No, I was asking what he meant by fire people.
I was
Fire
asking
Jason.
him.
Oh, no.
What is he hinting at here?
Jason is just... It could happen.
It's like, trying to keep everyone quiet. I think someone's trying to figure out how to get in type thing. And she's going to make sure everyone's awake, and she's going to head to Ziana next. But
We have every
Zion's
reason to think the fire's still going, right?
I have reason to believe that, but I'm not sure what's going on, because if it, like, Sienna's essentially going to explain the difference in vibration and hear, like, how she heard muffled voices. But the fire is still going, which is concerning.
So as you reach to touch
Probably whoever said it.
As you reach to touch Ziana, she does not budge. In fact, you go to look inside her face, and all you see are open, glowing eyes in a 1,000-yard stare.
Why are we looking inside her face?
You know what I meant.
Just carve off the skin and
You know what I
No,
meant.
we're clipping through. We see the back of the eyeballs.
You know what I meant.
Sienna's first objective, obviously, when she was given the task to come along, was to protect Ziana. So she is going to make sure Ziana is safe, and basically stay by Ziana to protect her and or get her out of any ambush situation.
All right, Ziana, as you are walking towards this creature, or this person, you hear in your mind, "Do you know who I am?"
the Muffin Man.
No, I'm assuming you're the same. You're the same one from the statue. There's the message that was here. Was that, you know, it said that there was a place for me.
In her hand, which was previously holding nothing, forms a flute, a silver flute that glints in an unseen light source. And then that flute morphs into a rapier. There is, but you must find it.
Would it be at those places that were shown to us?
Those places.
Is it like a map?
Those places will lead you to your place. The rapier turns into what looks like the stream of a spell, also glistening in small rainbows in the unseen light source. And you start to close the distance between you and her, and she pauses and stares at you. In your mind, you hear, "Find me outside my refuge. Find us, and you will find yourself." And then you start to feel shaking. The whole plane that you're in starts to crumble around you. And then suddenly, you're back where you were. Sienna is sitting next to you.
Sienna?
You okay, Ziana?
I don't know. That was. Oh, I don't usually. There's not. You don't usually dream when we go into those states, but that was the most vivid thing I've ever. It was. I don't even know how to explain it, but I saw the woman, and I point towards the statue.
Huh.
Do your eyes normally glow when you do your sleep thing?
No, not at all.
Do your eyes glow when you sleep, Jason?
Not that I've been told. Cause like if your eyes do normally glow, then fine. But they were glowing like freaky deaky right there.
Yeah.
Freaky deaky.
Before we dive into what you saw, Ziana, just so you know, I think there's people up there trying to get in.
We should probably let them in.
No.
No.
We should probably not.
Why not?
Were they specifically? You say they're looking for me. Were they calling my name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I make a perception check and see if I can distinguish what those words are?
Yeah.
Can I help?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
I got 6.
Oof.
Hold on. Fine as
10.
my character sheet is loading.
Actually, let me see. Do I have?
Dang it. Okay. I just need to
Oh,
see
I'm sorry.
what
12.
this is.
12. So 10, 12, and what?
Nat 20?
So, Meru and Teldian, you both cannot figure out what they're saying. But Sienna, pressing your ears to the stone, you can kind of make out the words, and it sounds like it won't budge. We should have found the coin. Didn't you get the girl? No, we can't find her. Keep looking.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me jot this down.
I'm so thankful that you roll so well.
We would have been making a big mistake opening that door.
Wait, was anybody really surprised by that?
Look,
Not
man.
me.
Look, there's
My
a forest
instinct-
fire. There's people out in the forest fire.
It could have very well have been like someone from Zayana's father sending someone out to look for her if they knew the forest was burning and she was out there.
So as soon as Sienna hears this, she backs up. And like, is there anyone on the steps, by the way?
Hopefully not Zayan.
No.
Zayana is still downstairs trying to make sense of what the hell she just witnessed.
You know what we have at our disposal that they don't know we have? A giant fuck off spider.
We
And
don't have a
also
spider.
Sienna?
A spider lives here. That's the
Um,
long and short of that.
So
Yeah, but they don't know that.
And
We
we
can,
do.
we can let them in, then lure them deeper in.
okay, no
let
one
the spider
knows
take
what
care of
I
our
have
problem.
heard yet. I have not explained it.
Fair. Sorry,
So-
I was thinking ahead. Carry on.
Jason, Sienna's gonna say, do not open that door.
Michael, who is already not all the way there. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's
We
going
left
on.
Michael to sleep.
Sienna is gonna
No,
like, place
he's
a
not
hand-
asleep.
Sienna's gonna place a hand on like Michael's shoulder. Michael,
What is going on, please?
there's a forest fire all around us,
Yes.
and there are some people trying to break in.
Oh,
What I heard was it won't budge. We should have found the coin. Didn't you get the girl? And keep trying to make that thing open. So obviously they're after someone. I placed my bets on Zayana, or myself because I have the metal coins. Do not open that door, and we are gonna stay down here for a little while.
They can just They can just let it trap for us, for in the morning.
Okay, but for right now, Jason, I don't even want to deal with them when there's a forest fire right at our footsteps either.
I'm with Zion. I'm with Sienna.
Yeah. To
Same.
deal with both a battle and a forest fire when not all of us can fly and that stone is getting warmer, I wouldn't dare risk it.
We could just let them in, then lure them deeper in, and let that giant fuck off spider take care of them.
Or we
Who's
could
to say that
wait
that
till they
spider
go away.
will?
They have no reason to think we're in here.
Yeah. What's to say the spider will take care of him, Jason?
And how do we lure them to the spider without becoming spider food?
Yeah.
If they're looking for me, then I'd rather they didn't see what was down here.
Yeah.
If
Or
I'm
have a chance to
being
get a hold
honest.
of any of our stuff.
so
So what
If-
about waiting for the commotion upstairs to die down a bit. And then, like, when it seems like, maybe they're taking a break or something like that, try a surprise attack on them.
That would put us at a big disadvantage.
Well, I don't see them just, leaving without, like, finding a way to bust down the door. But maybe it'll take some time.
How many do you think there
either-
are?
That door is only stone.
Could I have told by the voices and the banging how many there are?
From the voices, you heard like 2 deeper voices and 1 higher pitched voice. You felt the vibration in one corner, but the higher pitched voice in the other. So probably 3 people.
At least 3 people. Sienna still isn't going to want to open up that door because that puts us all at risk of a forest fire right now. And she's going to explain, like, listen, I heard at least 3 people. We don't know right now if there's more. Plus, there's a forest fire that's, like, at our doorstep. And if we open that door, we could be opening up the floodgates.
Okay. I don't think we should do it until after the fire has died down and after they seem to have, called a break of some sort. But when that time inevitably comes, we should wait for that before, trying to get through them or taking them down.
At any rate, we should probably just rest for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
If we have to fight, we're not going to be any good if we're all exhausted.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say from now on, at least 2 people on watch. So
It's a good thing
Maru
I'm
and
up next.
Teldian, 3rd watch is covered. I can cover with Ziana for 4th watch.
How much is left of Sienna's watch?
It's getting to the last hour of it.
Okay, I'll stay up for the last hour with you, Sienna, if you don't mind.
Sounds good to me. And then I'll go to sleep for a little bit and do rounds with Ziana.
The pounding is still happening. And then you hear like what sounds like hysterical crying.
I feel like at least one of us would be trying to listen to them clearly through the
Yeah,
stone.
I'm gonna still be listening.
All right.
You want me to make another roll?
Yes.
And I would be listening to give her advantage.
Okay.
Hold on. You said hysterical crying?
Yes.
So yeah, let's make that perception check.
Yeah.
If we can.
So that way I can try and tell what they're saying before we go ahead and make a decision on opening the door.
Sounds like they were trying to get in, and then the fire swoosh came through.
Okay.
Or maybe
And that
just
was-
the oxygen no.
Was that with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, so I get
Because
another
I'm
die.
helping.
yeah.
So I get another die. Okay. Okay. 17.
17.
Yep, that was my highest score with my +3 added in.
All right. 17. You hear found here, and then the hysterical crying. This
So
cry.
here, found it. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The hysterical crying sounds like it's coming from a feminine voice, and you can hear something like, and then a thud against the floor.
Okay.
Sounds like they
This is-
triggered a trap.
Sienna, we're going out there.
Yeah.
We need to go out there right now. They have
All
a
right,
hostage.
Sienna's gonna have her sword ready to go, ready to swing. as she
Whatever's
heads out
going
there.
on, they need help.
Alright,
Let's go.
I'm gonna go wake up Ziana,
Mm.
so she can actually open the door for us.
hmm
I'm gonna
Sienna's
wake up
gonna be one of the
everybody, I'm gonna be
first
like,
people
they have a
out
hostage.
with. Yep. Sienna's gonna be one of the
Okay.
first people out with Ziana, because she's the barbarian and she can protect everyone, and she's made fully aware.
Mm. All right.
Ziana will make her way up and take a deep breath. And we ready?
I'm gonna
Go. Yes.
yes. Open the door.
I open the door.
The door, well, the stairs open up, and then the sound suddenly becomes so much clearer and so painful. There is a person just screaming as they've been lied on the floor. They're bleeding. You don't know if they're covered in ash or something else, but their frame is dark. You can't see. There are at least 3 people standing around. It looks like there's a person running towards, like, through the trench towards the inside. And you are greeted with, "It opened! It opened! Come on!" And as you start walking in,
Are they
charge
armed?
out shield first.
Hmm?
I charge out shield first.
Are they
and
armed?
Lunge for the woman.
you don't know if they're armed. The door just opened. This is all auditory. Oh, rather, I
Sienna's
lied.
already up the stairs.
See, I lied. It's not all auditory because you saw the person running in from the.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm asking about.
Are
Like,
that
is it a the door's open, let's go get them type of thing, or is that a the door's open, we can get inside, let's go, come on?
it's hard to tell.
Regardless, I don't know
yeah.
what to expect. I'm going
Mhm.
shield first and going. to
Sienna
protect
is
the
full
individual.
on greatsword in front of her up the stairs.
All right. So,
Like guard mode, ready to like slash someone type style.
all right. So, marching order or running order, ramming order. Jason first.
Sienna second.
I'll be right
Jason.
behind. Oh, your turn?
Sienna. And
Ziana has to stay in the doorway to keep it open.
Mm.
So, the minute she leaves, anybody behind her, that door is going to shut on them. I mean, we don't know how abruptly, but still.
all right. So, Jason, Sienna, who else?
I was next.
Okay.
Yeah, Teldian.
Teldian.
And Maru after that, I think.
All right.
We'll just stay in the back, on the inside.
Meru. Michael will be following behind Meru. He is not all the way here, but he might go into like a sleep-induced
feel
rage.
like we would have suggested Michael stay safe downstairs.
He doesn't care.
Michael doesn't care because you drugged him, Jane.
He doesn't know that. Why do you have to say that out loud?
No, he's sleep deprived. He's sleep deprived. That's why he doesn't care.
Or
I
was
was
he
trying to
drugged?
prevent him from being sleep deprived.
Sure.
Yeah, that was sleepy time, T. It
Yeah,
was...
keep telling yourself.
Oh boy.
So,
So anyway,
Jason
I charge shield first and
charges
lunge to protect the woman.
shield first. You ram into a frame that is smaller than yours, but is still pretty solid. It slows you down for a bit, but you're able to throw them off, and you turn and see the screaming person in the middle of the circle, the metal circle that is in the middle of the floor. They are bleeding. They are covered in soot. So you barrel over to them. They say, "It's the party!" Or rather, "It's the party!
Right?
It's the party!" They're yelling it to the outside. It's the
Okay.
party.
Yeah, we're having a
I was
party
gonna say,
here,
why are you
guys.
muffling your voice? We're outside.
That's why I said rather. I switched.
Yeah.
I thought it was just, barely audible over the flames.
So they scream, "It's the party," and you can still hear the flames crackling, though it's not as loud. It's not as loud as it was before. So it is time, everyone. Pull out your D20s and roll initiative.
Yay! Woo!
Yay.
I'm rolling
Nice.
with the golf ball
Hold
tonight.
y'all.
My first roll with my favorite die, and it gives me a 20 total.
Wow.
Mine is a 20 total as well. I have a +2 in initiative. It was an 18.
Okay.
I used my metal die this time and it did not fail me. It honestly just felt wrong to use the forest colored die for that.
All right. Jason. Natural 20. I hate you.
For a total of 23.
All right. Teldian.
4.
4. I didn't roll for Michael. Ziana, what's your roll?
Michael just falls over and falls asleep.
Jesus.
12.
-1. He rolled a natural 0.
That would freaking suck.
It's got a negative dex modifier, 0.
Michael rolled a 12. All right. So, this is where it gets messy.
Only this is where it gets messy?
Yes.
It's time to. What did Ms. Frizzle always used to say?
Take chances,
Get
make
messy,
mistakes,
Yeah.
Mistakes and
get messy. Well, chances are being taken. Let's see if it's all a big mistake. Injured woman on the ground. Jason going first. You've already sprinted towards that area. Everybody else is in shock, so you get your turns free this round. Cool?
Cool.
Okay.
Sweet.
What do I perceive about this person who is injured in front of me?
I'm guessing that you didn't bring up dancing lights, correct?
I would
I
have.
mean, with the inferno happening outside.
It's receded a bit. And besides, you're in a trench, which is
I
partially why
feel
the smoke
like-
couldn't get to you before.
I feel like Ziana, before opening the door, would have, knowing that half of her party can't see, would have had, the lights going on consistently throughout the night.
Yeah, I feel like if Ziana was awake, the lights were up.
Mm.
If she
Yeah.
wasn't, though, we had to wake her up, right?
She was in a
But, yeah.
trance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
but
lights.
yeah.
And then she has to be the one to open the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
So
you
Ziana
would've had a
standing in the
moment.
doorway with the dancing lights up, I feel like, is how it would be.
Okay. So, one of the dancing lights trails with you over to the woman. She is skinny. Like, not, fashion, but like malnourished. She is still covered in soot. She seems to be bleeding from the side of her face, as well as a couple of places on her torso. Her clothes are in rags.
What do her ears look like?
Pointy.
Reminiscent of Ziana's?
Yes.
I scoop her up and run back down the stairs.
Okay. So you scoop her up and run down the stairs. Sienna, what's up?
Yes.
Wait.
I go up the stairs immediately. Who is in my general vicinity? What do they look like? What am I staring at? I have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bright enough.
You're staring.
Dark vision too.
You're staring at the person shorter than Jason, but still pretty stocky, who is cast aside by his shield. In shock, kind of like reeling back from being pushed. Another person holding a giant ass hammer on the other corner. It looks like
The guy tried to football tackle me and I brushed him off and he's going, "The fuck just hit me?"
so person with like a sledgehammer, huge ass sledgehammer on the other side of the space. And you're also starting to see someone with a thinner build slide into the trench and run towards the dome.
Choose my next words carefully.
That's usually how D&D works, to be fair.
I killed them all. No, wait.
Dang.
Check their ears is what I'd suggest.
Yeah, what do they all look like? Can I tell, like, do they look like elves, drow, owls? Have my folk come all the way here just to chase me down?
They look...
Are they Jason's parents?
Well, she wouldn't know that.
Family resemblance.
I think we could probably tell.
Well...
Anyway.
I'm trying to think of the way to phrase this. They look almost familiar. They have clothing that is like molded between browns and greens, from what you can tell. It is mostly covering their skin. Here up is exposed, but it looks like more either human or half-elf coloring than a full elf. You can't see their ears.
The woman was their hostage?
A woman was their the one on the floor was their hostage, yes.
The one that Jason is now carrying down the stairs past you.
So they tried to break in.
Mm-hmm.
With a woman hostage. I'm assuming they're bad guys.
Okay.
Because that's an assumption Sienna would make. They're either bandits or something else trying to, you know, do whatever. That's just the conclusion Sienna would jump to automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, you know, she's at, like, the top of the stairs. The one guy is stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She's not going to lunge out and attack anyone, but she's not going to let him pass.
Mm-hmm.
You shall not pass.
I mean, she has a giant blade. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
She bound to slice someone if they come.
Sorry, I'm still, like, trying to make sure I have everyone's initiative right.
But yeah, she's basically gonna, like, fortify herself with her blade, ready to swing. Let me see. If I'm missing anything out of Sienna's abilities. This also gives Yvonne a chance to catch up on stuff.
Yay. I'm also trying to get everyone's HP.
She's going to ready her hand axe in the other hand with her great sword in one, because she has proficiency in 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she's small, so she's gonna have, like, her hand axe aimed to, like, be a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right
Almost.
back.
Okay.
So, like, if someone comes at her, it's a reaction to swipe.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
And cameras have gone wonky.
Oh. When he said he'd be right back, I didn't think he'd turn off his camera.
I think he did it out of habit. Well,
I
he's
think
now
everybody
DM. I
knows
am
who's
Miru.
who.
I am Miru now, so I am,
Um,
Nah,
but
I'm
she-
Jason now. You hear?
Oh Lord.
How you
I'm
doing?
still Sienna.
It's high noon.
What's
I'm still
Sienna
Sienna,
is the
actually.
only one who
so-
hasn't changed. Yeah.
The only one.
I'm
holding
the door open. Don't mind me.
Only one. There can be only one.
Only one
And
Sienna.
now he's back, so you're gonna have to adjust the thing.
Oh no, it's fine.
Well,
We're back in our spots.
experience.
So what I miss?
Lost
I
the place.
temporarily became you. Matt became me. Tim became Ziana. And
We had the traditional
Ron
body swapping
became-
episode.
Oh, the traditional body swapping episode.
yeah, because you turned off the
yeah.
camera.
Except for me, because there can only be one.
Yeah.
But she's
Only
gonna
one person
ready.
can properly play Sienna.
Yeah. Sienna is gonna ready her hand axe as like a reaction, so if someone comes at her, it'll just be a quick reaction towards them with either the great sword or the hand axe.
Okay. So, reaction holding. And Meru, you are next up on the docket.
Thought so. Yeah, so Meru is running up, seeing what's coming, having an idea as to what's going on. And is going to mutter a quick incantation, and there's going to be a massive fog cloud spreading right away from the center of the entryway. Nobody should be able to properly see the entrance from outside,
Okay.
and anybody that's in there will not be able to see anything.
Okay.
We also can't see into it, but it also kind of means that we can deal with everything as it comes.
Mm-hmm.
How wide is it?
It is a was it a 20-foot radius, so 40 feet wide.
Hmm.
Sphere, or in this case, kind of a dome, because it's centered mostly on the ground.
And this is around the door, or is it around?
Around the entryway to the mound, where it, like the outside, blocking the what we walk through to get into this area, and then find the stairs. You know, not on the stairs. Basically, if they're getting reinforcements, they're going to have to hunt for the door a little bit
Mm.
and feel along the wall at the very least, and probably run the risk of running headlong into a wall
Or my sword.
or the sword. Well,
Or hand axe. Or
Hmm.
weapon. Or my fist. Depends on how far we get into that.
also
Well-
it'll kind of screw with anybody trying to play at range because they can't see through it.
Hmm.
Besides that, I'm going to stand to the side and try side of the stairway and let Jason run down the stairs if he gets the chance,
Mm-hmm.
and basically playing the whole okay next. If anybody tries to get by that isn't my friend, I'm probably gonna like do something.
Do a thing.
I'll do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm gonna count that as my turn.
Okay. Next up, Ziana. Wait, where did I put Teldian? Oh, Teldian's not up yet. Okay.
Tillian had a 4.
Yeah. Next
Told
up.
you I was gonna roll physical dice this time.
So, Ziana, you're up.
So
D10.
I will just let's see. What do I want to do here? So I see Meru spread the fog out.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason comes sprinting past you.
So
With
I
presumably Drow and co.
so I would know that Sienna is still out there and she has yet to come back in.
Mm.
Okay. Would I have seen any of these people with weapon. Before I'm assuming that it goes up. I'm looking around. I can make out at least a few people before the fog rolls in.
Mm-hmm.
Would I recognize anyone with like weapons or anything like that?
You see a person with a huge hammer. Sledgehammer type hammer. That's it.
Looking at that guy in particular, because I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers. On that individual with the sledgehammer.
Okay, nice.
Could you read that to me?
So for Dissonant Whispers, I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. The range is 60 feet. They must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take psychic damage and must immediately use their reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. Give me a mo.
Yep.
Which means running headlong into the fog, right?
Which, yeah, it
Or the
means
fire.
sprinting as far away from the exit for the entrance of the tomb as they can get.
Mm.
And they can't see the entrance, so that very well may be a headlong run into the wall.
Yep.
Yikes.
Combo.
LinkedIn plate.
Okay. So, gotta make a wisdom saving throw. What is the DC?
13.
Just failed. Just
12?
failed. Yep.
Nice.
All right, so I'll just take out my flute and just play this little tune that's like this that just fills them with dread, and in their mind they just hear flee, 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 fast place.
Mm.
All right, so that is 3d6. Okay, so that's 10 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Person just falls over dead on the spot.
Not quite, but
Close.
they're not looking good at all.
So if they run away into a wall, per se, do they take damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hey,
he
guys,
hears this, and
running
he
into
has
the
got to
wall.
use his reaction to just dead sprint as far away from where I am as he can.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so that would be
Up to his full movement, or
Up to his
Or-
full movement, yep.
okay.
all right. So, as this is happening, Jason picks up the person in the middle, starts dashing downstairs as you start playing the flute, and the guy holding the hammer drops it, keels over, and starts screaming while holding his head. Without even looking, he goes and barrels out one of the openings and scrambles up the trench and just keeps going full sprint.
Does he
Oh, well-
roll? Do you have to? What are the chances that he's gonna run through the fog into a solid wall?
Oh, I guess that's
That's
true.
not where the door is.
That is true.
Oh, I thought.
But
she
it's
was
not
that.
like doors, it's pillars.
Archway.
Archway.
Well,
but still.
Yeah. All right.
I
Just
mean,
runs into a pillar, knocks
you
himself
run into a
out
pillar, you're
cold.
gonna lose a few teeth, probably.
They made it past the
Full speed,
pillars.
especially.
Okay.
Okay.
Dang it, I really wanted them to scream and then just the abrupt stop of them running into the pillar.
Boing.
Sorry, guys. Blame the dice. Anyhow. Will that be your turn?
That'll be my turn as I'm just, waving at Sienna to come back.
All right. Michael, sleep deprived, is going to let me roll at disadvantage here.
Uh-oh.
This is what I was trying to prevent.
And you ended up causing it too.
He would have been this way anyway.
He ends up charging out after Sienna, being like, "Ah, get away!" and then swinging his staff around. And the fog starts to close in, so he can't even see what's starting to happen anymore.
Does he into a wall?
No, because he pretty much made it up the stairs and then started for 6 whole seconds, you know.
Oh man, what is that movie where? Oh god, he's just Rafiki. He's just Rafiki.
He's not
Lion
Rafiki.
King?
Like,
He is
Are you
not
talking
Rafiki.
about Lion King?
One, Rafiki is trained. Michael is not using his training right now. Two,
Are we talking about Lion King? Is that what we're talking about?
Had a
Apparently.
name similar to that. Maybe it was
I had
that.
the image. I had to. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not gonna dig my hole deeper. Moving on.
so
He
he's
can learn.
swinging his staff wildly about, saying, "Back away! Back up!" Just screaming. It's probably adding to the dissonance of that other guy screaming and running away. So that's
Hey,
the
it works out, right?
environment. And that's pretty much going to be his whole turn. Teldian, you're up.
All right. I want to. I want to stand like just inside the door and prepare to basically shove anybody like back out that tries to come in, unless it's a friendly.
All right. So, of course that would be. Okay. Give me a mo. I'm
And
just.
to be clear, I'm standing within the door, like closer to the inside of it. I'm not standing outside of it.
And one last roll. Oh shoot, okay. And so you're standing there trying to like not figure out, trying to keep anyone from entering that shouldn't be there.
Right.
Currently, over these past 6 seconds, no move has been made other than Jason running inside. So I guess you're here just ready to go.
Yeah. I read the situation and I see like we don't need to be out there anymore as soon as Michael realizes what's going on.
Okay.
As soon as we can pull Michael back in.
All right. So that's it. Top of the round, Jason.
Once I'm at the, how much movement to the bottom of the stairs? I have 30 feet of movement. Starting at the top of the stairs, because I would have been up at the top with Sienna, ready to just go out once the door was open. How much movement would it have taken me? Like, I moved to the chick because I did that before we rolled initiative, and then movement back. How far down the stairs would I have gotten in the first 30 feet of that turn? And then, so how much do I have left to the bottom of the stairs now?
I think you're actually already at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to put her down. Quickly check on her, make sure she's. I want my action to be a medicine check to make sure she's stable and to stabilize her, and so that she doesn't bleed out while while the fight is happening.
Roll, please.
This is the thing I'm good at. It's not. I'm also not bad at it. Oh, thank you, Pike. That is a yeah, +0. So that is a 14.
Okay.
14 plus 0 is... Wait, is it 15? 13? Oh, wait, it's 14.
Wow. Okay. So you're checking up on this person. They are a bit in shock. They may still be screaming, but it's starting to become wordless from how hoarse their throat is. You don't think that they're going to bleed out, but their side in particular looks like it could end up being very gnarly. It's mostly like clogged up with stuff. Doesn't look like it's scabbing. It looks like it's outside materials lodging itself into the wound. But it is not bleeding profusely.
Okay, so the person is alive, and they'd be fine if I got up and walked away from them. Yeah.
What do you mean by fine?
They won't die in the 3 rounds of combat it'll take for all of us to dispatch the fools upstairs, will it?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave a bottle of my canteen of water with her and then run back upstairs.
Mm.
And I don't have any bonus actions that I can use. I'm gonna be up there with my shield as within 5 feet of Sienna if I can manage it with my movement speed.
Okay. So you've left a canteen of water with her. You're moving up the stairs?
Correct.
All right.
And I'm going to try to get as within 5 feet of Sienna if I have the movement for it.
Okay. Sienna, where are you again?
At the top of the stairs, not on the stairs. I am basically 1 step in front of the door.
Okay.
That way, if it closes,
then
I'm not
get,
getting
right
closed
next to
into
her.
it.
All right. Jason.
No smushy in the door.
Jason, you should be able to make it.
Okay, can I get right next to her then? Is there space in that area for me to get right next to her?
It's starting to get a little crowded. If you're getting next to her, you'll be on the outside rather than on the stairway because Teldian is also on the stairway.
Sienna, what's your creature size?
Small.
Technically medium.
Technically.
I would be small,
Okay.
but I'm a barbarian with a lot of muscle, so I'm medium because of that.
Okay. All right, so we can't share a space. Okay. Not that actually, it's tiny that you can share a space with, right? It's
Yeah.
2 sizes.
It's got 2
small.
sizes difference.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
2 sizes.
So never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna try to not get in front, but in front and then to the side, so that she has room to strike. I'm just, there to add an extra layer.
How close?
I'm within 5 feet.
Okay. Because I don't want you in my immediate striking distance based on what I want to do.
Hell no. Yeah, no. I have a thing I have a reaction thing that requires 5 feet.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you get up there. You get by Sienna. End your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sienna, you're
I
up.
already used my action and I don't have any bonuses.
Okay. So hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how owls have
This is gonna be good.
this heightened sense of hearing?
Yeah.
So their ears are basically their eyes as well.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
can I use my other senses to accurately detect where these enemies are through the fog and not hit Michael?
I'm going to ask you to make a roll for it Let me see what that would be.
I would.
Apex predator in the house.
That
I
is
would say that would be a perception.
like that's what I would think.
Yeah, it would be perception.
I would say perception.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be perception. It just wouldn't be at disadvantage.
Yeah, it
Because
wouldn't.
Well, it
Relying
wouldn't
on
be
our
an automatic
hearing
hit.
instead of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because I'm using another sense. Right?
yeah. So it wouldn't be that.
Okay.
Yeah, straight
But
perception.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of
That's
treading
what
the
I
line
want
with
to
blind
do.
sight, but yeah.
What I
Sorry,
want
what?
to do is be able to hit one of the bad guys but not hit Michael.
Yeah.
And so I just want to make sure I know where he is so I can avoid him and hit
Okay.
the other guy.
He's screaming, as I recall.
He is very loudly.
But also I want to make sure I, aim for the other person, so I need to be able to detect where they are.
Uh-huh. So,
Yvonne?
yeah.
Yvonne?
Did you roll already?
For perception, yes?
What is it?
I think
Angry
you know.
Bird. Angry burp. Angry burp. Angry
burp.
burp. Angry burp.
It
Angry
is a nat 20 plus 3.
So basically, you have a Toph-like moment where you have a Toph-like moment. You can tell where everybody is currently. Michael is
Okay.
like a little bit off to your that way. What?
To my right or to my left?
Forward, right.
Forward right. Okay.
Mhm.
Is
He's-
the guy that got stung like forward mostly?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to throw my hand axe at him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
I think that would typically an attack at disadvantage on account of being against an unseen target.
Yeah,
I
but
already rolled for that.
yeah,
rolled
the
To
perception,
determine where he was.
Toph
It
moment.
doesn't. It doesn't drop off the unseen target thing.
Would it be because my aim?
However-
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. What does affect this though is that you are an unseen attacker. Canceling out advantage with disadvantage.
Oh, just a
So
straight
it's
roll.
just a straight
Yeah.
roll
Perception
anyway.
check to locate the. She made the
Right.
perception check to locate the person, so he's no longer unseen.
Yeah.
No, he's unseen, but she knows what 5-foot square to aim for.
Yvonne confused.
I
But
cannot see him
Which
with my
means it would
eyes.
not
I've
be
detected him with
disadvantage.
my hearing, but I cannot see what I am aiming at. That's essentially what he's trying to explain.
Yes.
I guess.
Like
Like
a 5-foot.
I know where he is. I just can't see what body part I am aiming for at this particular moment. So depending on how accurately
it's
I
at this
roll this
point
hit
that-
DC.
It's at this point that technically, yes, unseen would mean disadvantage. However, located cancels that.
Located just gives you the ability to aim for the right square. Sorry, I can argue this afterwards. I'll leave it up to Yvonne to decide.
I'm just gonna go with the rule of cool on this. I think you've got this.
Advantage.
Not advantage, just not a disadvantage.
Well, see,
Hey.
that's the thing. If it's not canceled out by attacking an unseen target, she is an unseen attacker, making an attack at advantage.
All right. She is unseen. All right, 2 d20s.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Double nat 20s.
Oh god, if that
jeez.
happens, I'm just going to straight up die. I'm gonna
Had to
freaking die.
It beds in his head.
Let me just blow on my dice real quick.
It's okay. My dice can take all of your guys' bad.
It's like the Green Mile, but with dice. That would be terrible. No.
Okay. And then my hit DC is a +5. So, dirty 20, because I got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then a 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that hits.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll damage, please.
Gladly.
Uh-huh.
That is 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Of course it is.
And that is a 5 plus 3, so that is 8 points of damage. He takes
God.
a hand axe somewhere.
Oh, God. Okay, give me a second. 8 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm imagining, ka-chunk,
Basically.
thud.
No, not thud exactly.
Or would it be more of
Because this is going towards the guy who was shoved, not the guy who dropped the hammer, right? Right?
I'm sorry, the guy who dropped
Sorry,
the hammer is not in the wall of fog,
The
is
guy
he?
with the hammer fled.
Yes.
This would be aiming
Oh, he's in the
for
wall.
the guy that got stunned.
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
Because, you know, that would be overkill to just hit the guy while he's down, man. Like, come on. He just got told to flee.
Uh-huh.
Okay, in that case, whatever.
Okay.
I'm confused. Is this guy that you're targeting in the fog or not?
Yes,
He's in the
he
fog.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't see him, so it's fair.
yeah. So, the hand axe flies into the fog, cutting through it a little bit, and then you can hear it land on something fleshy, and then a scream. Just a ah! And that's all you can tell. You don't hear a thud, you just hear the scream.
I just want to say, to these guys' point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get into some ancient temple, and then suddenly they say, "The door's open!" Fog obscures the entrance and basically becomes a horror mode here, right? One person starts hearing whispers and running away screaming their head off. The other person is running away screaming and is immediately cut off. Like, I'm imagining this person stumbles a few feet out of the fog on the far side with an axe in their back before falling face first on the ground in front of their party members.
Oh gosh.
Guys,
This is a total like horror movie moment. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
Oh.
All we need is somebody with a whip to drag them back in by the leg.
Bruh.
Are we the bad guys?
Hey guys, I think I've thought of a brilliant new move, brilliant new strategy.
Now I'm scared.
It's called "Stay Out of Sienna's Way."
Yeah, you know, I think that is, yeah. Okay, so I just caught up with the rest of the chat. So much angry burb. Okay. All right, so that is is that the entirety of your turn, Sienna?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fly into a rage just yet.
Okay. Mario, you're
Yes.
up.
Is everybody like at the top of the stairs then, or like I'm just waiting for?
Just about everyone's at the top of the stairs, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am going to prepare my action to move down the stairs, and say, "Guys, come on, let's go. We got to get back down."
Uh-huh.
Or I'm sorry, guys, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Can you
Mhm.
prepare to move? Is that
Yes.
an option?
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody has the option to prepare their action to move, but you only get to move half your speed.
Mm.
And since it took me my movement to easily get down the stairs, you know, half your speed is easy enough to get inside. As long as you're just right by the entrance.
Most of us are. We just gotta find Michael.
Mhm.
Totally
So,
fine.
I already know where Michael is, guys. I heard him.
so
Got this.
yeah. Meru.
He's on enough caffeine that he.
Oh no, that's my turn.
That's your turn? All right.
Yeah.
This is where it gets weird. All right.
Oh, this is where it gets weird?
The person or the things, as all of this is happening, Jason has grabbed the injured individual from the center, brought her downstairs, ran back up to assist Sienna, who threw a hand axe into someone's back as he stood, like, just got to her side. Meru is like, let's freaking jet. And then you see another person, you see another person try and charge into the fog, saying, "Where's everyone? Where'd you
Like, from the
go?"
outside?
Yes.
We can't see that.
Oh, well, you see the shadow, I was assuming. Well, there is a voice coming closer saying, "Where'd you go? Where is everyone?" She stumbles about and you hear a thud. You can't exactly tell where. But then you hear another, like, scream of pain. Not as anguished as the injured person that was rescued, but still anguished. They are prone, though. And the next person, let's see how they're faring. Okay.
You mean the guy with the axe in his back, or
No,
someone else?
someone else.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say, he has an axe in his back. How do we think he is?
The person who was rescued and is downstairs, they have the canteen next to them, but everything is moving so fast, they start to hyperventilate. They're just like, "What's going? Help! Help! Get me out!" They start screaming. They're just
in
not sure.
retrospect, I probably should have said something calming to her.
Maybe.
Oh well, it's fine. She'll be fine.
What's a little trauma?
What's a little trauma?
Without a little trauma.
More trauma, because she's obviously malnourished and injured.
So
Well, it'll be fine.
they say, "Help, get me out," and they start to try and stumble to their feet. They aren't quite able to get all the way up, but they're like half standing by the time the 6 seconds is over. Ziana, you're up.
All right, so Ziana, seeing as her allies got all that covered, is going to, because she normally keeps her ears, tucked up beneath her hair. She's going to, would it be sufficient to say she knows how far away she could get from the door before it seals shut?
Probably.
I'm gonna move as close as I can to this. Well, I'm assuming she can see her now. There's definitely a full drow, and I'm going to cast a first level slot for a healing word. As I play another melody on my flute, just and heal her for some. Let's see, I'm gonna patch her up a little bit.
I'm now imagining Healing Word as the Song of Healing.
That's 5 hit points that she recovers,
Nice.
and I'll make sure to untuck my ears so the drow ears are sticking out. And it's okay. We've got you. They're not gonna hurt you anymore.
Okay. So I'm guessing that is the end of your turn. In reaction, she kind of...
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. In reaction, she like pauses and stares at you as she sees your ears, and she is in her face. You could tell She is confused. She is so confused right now. And Michael. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have to do another. Oh, no. Damn it.
Over asleep.
No.
Does he knock himself out with his stick?
He
Did he
basically
run into the wall?
he does a Rock Lee from Naruto and just
No. No. It's worse. It's worse.
Oh, no. Does he safely get outside?
Oh, no. No. He's still there yelling, "Back up! Everyone! Back up!" And then he takes his stick and he starts just whooshing it into the fog as much as he can, hoping to hit a person. And then when he hears the guy who got the axe in the back, he throws his staff at him as an improvised weapon. And now I have to see if it hits.
What did we learn?
Roll
Michael must
That's roll
sleep at
20.
night.
It kind of clocks him. It clocks him in the back of the head. It clocks him in the back of the head. It could have been a lot worse if his roll wasn't so low, but the guy is knocked prone, so there's that.
There's the earth-shattering thud we were waiting for.
Oh, that was not even a proper roll. Let me do that again. Well, this guy is looking hurt. This guy is looking so hurt right now. Not that you can tell, because guy is still shrouded in shadow. But you hear the and God damn it! That and
That is the appropriate response to being smacked upside the head with a stick by a blind guy.
Yeah.
And that basically both sums up Michael's and that guy's turn. So Teldian, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing more of the same for now.
Okay. So Teldian's turn is up. Hammer guy, who ended up running very far. I'm just gonna double check the spell, because I think that he should be cleared by now.
Matt, is it a single instantaneous or a continuous effect?
what a continuous effect.
No kidding.
Oh, the dissonant whispers is just
Dissonant
one
whispers.
time.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. All right.
So now he can start coming back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he pretty much comes to, and you can't see
he
what's
in the
going
fog?
on. No, he's out of the fog.
Oh.
He comes to.
On the other
So-
side.
You can't see what he's doing now.
No.
Top of the round, Jason.
Yvonne's just like, I lay one card face down defense mode and 2 cards face down and end my turn.
The guy is literally just sitting in a corner sucking his thumb, snaps out of it. He's like, what the hell?
Oh no, I accidentally heated my
Jason.
water.
You heated it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you put it by the heater.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I didn't think it would get back to my turn.
Go get our friend Mike.
I wouldn't want to touch him right now with a 10.5-foot pole. But...
Use a lasso.
Lasso of
Jason would be
truth.
the one to do
I
it.
was just thinking that, honestly.
Jason,
Oh
hog
god.
tie this. Hog tie him and bring him back in.
Again? Again? How many people will you hogtie in this campaign?
So, wait.
I
did
could
see
do this
that
all
guy-
day.
Hold on. Did I see that guy run out of the fog and fall on the ground? Like, did I see which direction he went? Or was I not upstairs for that?
Which?
There was the one guy who we made the joke about if somebody had a whip, we could drag him back in.
Oh. Oh.
The
You
guy
mean
with the axe?
the hammer? The one who got hit with the axe or the one who dropped the hammer?
Sure.
The one who
Sure,
got
the
hit
one-
with the axe. You did not see where he fell, but you know that he's somewhere in the fog.
Nah. I'm gonna go for Michael. I am actually going to pull my rope out and make a lasso of it and do that.
Try to get
Oh.
Michael away.
Oh,
Hang on, I
God.
do want to say that fog is big enough that any normal sized creature, not large, not small, medium sized creature, will not be able to run from one side to the end of it without using a dash action.
Okay. No one else has been, like, running except for Hammer Guy. And he
Right.
was dashing.
Oh, you can't dash. when
No,
you're
it wasn't. It was full movement, not dashing.
Right.
Oh. So, okay. Never mind.
So he came to disoriented in fog.
Hmm.
I find this more entertaining.
All right.
Yeah, so I try to lasso Michael.
You're gonna have to do that at disadvantage, my guy.
Okay. What am I
Well-
rolling?
Well, he's also. I mean, does that count as unseen attacker, or is it not really an attack?
I would say it counts as an attack.
What now? The lasso?
Yeah.
That's an attack roll. It's just a grapple type thing,
Yeah.
like you would use with a net.
Mm.
Well, I mean, like unseen attacker would make it not disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
So what would be my modify my stat that I use and all that?
I honestly want to.
Dex?
Yeah. I was
I
trying to decide between sleight of hand and acrobatics, but I think just roll straight dex.
Because this is technically a farm thing to do, and I've had to do this before, would I get my proficiency modifier to this?
Are you proficient in athletics?
Sounds like it to me. This seems like
It
a standard
does.
grapple check with a tool assistance. You know.
It does.
So I roll my dice at disadvantage,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do I add to it? My
Wait.
proficiency bonus.
Disadvantage?
and-
Why?
Because of the
Unseen.
fog.
Right, but fog equalizes things. It just obscures.
Oh,
Unseen
okay, so
attacker
straight
and
Oh yeah,
unseen
unseen
target.
attacker. Okay, so
Okay.
just straight
so
roll with your
And
your
then what do I add to it?
proficiency.
My proficiency bonus, and then just my proficiency and my strength, or do I just do athletics and then proficiency?
And-
I'm
I
asking.
thought we
Howie.
said dex.
It's
I'm
dex.
sorry. It's for a grapple
True,
check.
dex.
It's always strength.
That's
Strength,
true.
strength athletics
Yeah.
versus either strength athletics or dex acrobatics on the
So
the
would
receiving.
you
end.
I
my
thought-
athletics.
I thought we were doing
So it would
something
be-
unique because like he has to aim the lasso.
Because it's a lasso.
It's
I don't
a
know-
lasso,
it's
not like
I mean,
know
so-
what my
To that
modifiers
end,
are.
it sounds to me like it's a tool assist. You get extra range,
Okay.
and
I'm
I would
fine
say
with
you
that.
are
So
proficient in
it's-
that.
So
in
it's
that-
my athletics and then proficiency bonus. Yes.
Athletics gives. If you have athletics, then you have your proficiency bonus already. You never double up your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, it's already on there.
So it's a +5 regardless.
Yeah.
That would be my ruling.
But I don't think I feel like it should be a dexterity because even though it's a grapple,
Can I say it this way?
it
Can I say
doesn't
My
matter.
dexterity and my strength are the same.
That's
So in
fine.
the end, it's going to be a +5 regardless.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine if you want. Like setting the stage for if this needs to happen at some point in the future. You know.
Yeah.
So, Yvonne, like, you're the DM. If you want to like
Yeah.
break the rules,
What's your rule?
It's the
What
rule.
about-
I would still say dexterity.
X. That's it.
Yeah.
We go.
So a Dex athletics check or just a Dex check? Doesn't matter. Dex is +3, proficiency is +2. I rolled a natural 20.
I knew it.
On my, on my New Year's Eve dice. So thank you, Emily.
You're welcome. I told you needed new dice.
How many natural 20s have we rolled today, and how many
Too
dice have we
many.
rolled?
Too
How many
many.
dice have we rolled?
You aren't impeding my
rolled-
story.
I've rolled these dice. I've rolled this die.
I think this is like my third natural 20.
It's
No,
obscene.
Right?
third or fourth.
I don't.
I thought it was
And-
four.
I call shenanigans.
Each time has been a different D20. Each time has been a different D20.
Shenanigans.
So yeah, that's a 25 on Michael.
I mean, it hits. I don't know what you want me to say.
I feel like I expertly lasso, loop, grab, pull, twine him up, and then like hand him off to whoever's behind me in the line.
Full cartoon.
That might be more than more complicated, because that counts as dragging, which means you can only drag him for half your movement.
Well, I mean,
Half of
15
his movement
feet. Was
isn't-
he 15 feet
Yeah.
away?
Yeah,
He's 15 feet away,
he's
then,
15 feet away. It's fine.
Yeah.
Basically,
Are you sure you want him?
The
near
only
you?
question is, Jason, is there someone behind you who can take him?
it's
In
Eldian
his
technically.
I think I kind of hand him off to Miru.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because, you
He
know,
was just like, what do I do with this?
Michael's definitely bigger than him, though. So,
I mean, Michael is also still hogtied.
Yes, but also
Okay.
you're handing off a big dead weight at that point.
if Meru, like, I don't know how you're not gonna fall down the stairs, Meru, but,
I don't have the strength to carry him.
he literally has a -1 modifier. So, you know.
Well, then let me put it this way: I shove it back to whoever's behind me. If nobody's behind me, or if Miru wants to step in the way and try to catch him, that's up to Miru.
Why
if
not just
Miru
kick him
steps
down the
out of
stairs?
way,
Why do you
he
want to
ends up
kick
down the stairs.
him?
The point is,
Like,
Michael
y'all could have
is
just
now out of the
restrained
way.
him. You could have
Yeah.
just restrained him.
Oh, man.
Could
He
have
is
just restrained
restrained.
the man.
And if he goes down the stairs, he goes down the stairs, and at least he's getting some sleep.
What happened to the nice
You know, you
country boy guy?
You could have just tossed him to Sienna. She has her hand free, sort of. She threw away one weapon. She's like
Yeah,
5
it's
feet
locked
away
in
from
another
you.
guy's back to like grab it, man.
Wait, so you were still behind? That's right. You threw the axe.
I
don't know
threw
why
the
I was
hand
thinking
axe.
that you
You're
were
behind
throwing it
me. You
back.
could have been like Sienna, grab Michael. But it's
True.
too late
I
now.
don't
It's
know
too
why I had
late.
it in my head. I had it in my head that
Too
you weren't- that you
late.
left. It's too
Too
late,
late.
but like I just had it in my head that you weren't there.
So, well, Michael's
that's a
dead
really fucked
from
up.
falling down
Oh,
the
well.
stairs. You're gonna have to tell Countess.
I mean, I can catch him on his way down.
Okay, so
I'm
True,
on the stairs.
Eldian is also. Yeah,
Well-
Eldian is there technically.
yeah, I was going to say go
Yeah.
to Teldian, but I'm gonna have to figure out what you have to roll in order to catch him.
You know what I can do? I can try to pick him up and run
Well,
down the stairs using
I'm
my movement, which I
already-
prepared.
I'm already
Oh.
getting ready to push somebody. I can just sort of stabilize them with the push. Reaction.
When you
And
just
roll.
end up ricocheting him.
Well, it's a different type of push.
You get ping pong.
Oh god,
Pinball. Bang, 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 bang.
that
This
would
would
be.
be more of a stabilizing push than a get out of the here push.
Okay, why?
Regardless,
I
what's
feel
rolling
like
and
he
what's
should
happening?
just. I feel like he should just hit Meru, and Meru has to roll because it just makes more sense for him to hit Meru at this point.
think Meru was
I mean,
the one closest
if
to
you
the
want-
top.
If you want to see shenanigans, let me roll.
Oh God.
Depending on what Mary
I'll
rolls,
roll a
depends on if
natural-
Gildian rolls.
I'll
It's
roll a
just a
natural
domino?
-1.
Just a domino effect because of Mary rolls that Gildian has
I mean, I can.
See, hang on. I do have to say,
Justify.
this is the principle behind the peasant railgun, okay?
The peasant rail.
Yes, you can have a whole lot of peasants line up. Set each one to take the action, prepare a reaction to when something is passed to me, pass it to the person in front of me. And you can accelerate an object to ridiculous speeds over the course of 6 seconds.
Please do not
The more
kill
peasants,
your
the faster it
guide.
goes.
Please do not kill your guide.
We don't need a guide.
So,
This guy could feasibly move like 50 or 70 feet in a single dirt.
In Jason's defense, he does have a -1 modifier for intelligence. This was not necessarily a smart thing for him to do, but it's okay.
Okay, but also, what happened to the very nice, soft-spoken country boy?
Facts.
He was okay.
Just
The
getting
tension
so-
was
He was waking up in the
protecting
middle of the
this crazy
night.
Man.
Yeah, but just getting so violent to just be like, all right, toss him down the stairs.
He had it coming.
He did.
Wow,
Very
Tim.
common.
It was less
Do
just
the
toss him down
scene.
the stairs. The thought process wasn't toss him down the stairs. It was hand him to whoever's behind me. Oops, nobody's behind me. Fuck. Oh well. Too late.
Meru,
All right, Meru, what's
Yep.
your roll?
make the roll.
What am I rolling?
Strength. I'm trying so hard in my heart to not say something stupid like animal handling. That's wisdom.
Animal handling might be better.
Oh God. This is so dumb. This is so stupid.
I could he charisma persuasion this guy not to fall down the stairs on top of him?
No! There's no way that I can see that happening. You would have to like do a whole dissertation on how you can make that work.
All right.
Don't
Here
tell
goes
me
my
I might.
strength check, everybody.
Oh, if you so like, you could probably just brace yourself and use Constitution.
What am I doing with this exactly?
Using
am
your
I, like,
instead of trying to
preventing
catch
something
him,
shoved or
using your body as the
Okay.
catching mitts. If that makes
Oh.
sense. It's
In
your
that case-
decision.
In that case, can I attempt to make it acrobatics? Roll with the punches and flap my wings, send myself backwards while holding him.
Oh, heck yeah, let's go.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Backwards and down the stairs.
Oh my God.
Please don't
And that
hurt
would
yourself.
be a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Better.
Better than what it could be.
Yep. Oh no! No! Why? What is it? What is it?
It's an 8. Actually, it's a 9. 9.
Oh.
9
But
is
still,
the plus
lower
one.
than 10.
Bye, Michael.
No, this is what I'm worried about. So,
This is
Michael
how I broke my wings.
thuds into you, and
Oof.
you try to like use your wings
Okay,
to.
Jason needed some trauma in his life. Good joke.
You
Now,
try to.
if I see them going out of control, can I do anything?
Gosh, it is going to pass you, so you do technically have a reaction. This is so chaotic. I swear to God.
Like, I'm already braced to shove somebody. I might as well, like,
Tim, roll
catch
digital.
them.
Tim,
Roll digital. No! You can't stop me from ruining this.
Roll digital.
I think we killed Sienna back there.
She's gone.
She's going to
Emily's
evolve
dead.
thinking under the table.
Oh God. I see Wilson. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Okay.
What am I rolling?
Oh God. Shoot. What are you rolling? Hold on. Oh,
Start screaming, man.
if you're
So I'm thinking
if you're
athletics.
preparing to shove, then yeah, it would be
I'm not
athletic.
actually like I'm using the stance that I'm already taking.
Okay.
For preparing to shove
All right.
to try to catch them.
So
Well,
yeah.
I still
So-
haven't braced myself.
So would you count this as a help, Tim?
As-
Mm. It's a
you
reaction.
just don't want me to roll for
It's a
this.
reaction roll. Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
I'm sorry, Tim. You're on your own.
Okay. So that's so athletics.
Yeah. Go on ahead.
Jason will be ending up carrying Michael and Miru back to this town with
You know, y'all might just want to camp for another whole day. Like,
Athletics makes it instead of a -2, it's a 0. So it's useful. Ow! That's not a bad roll. 17.
oh.
You failed failing us.
Got it.
All right. So, Jason, this is such a crazy turn of events. Jason hogties Michael, throws him backwards, realizes the person behind him is Meru, and it's too late before he can reach out.
Where? Very loudly.
Michael slams into Meru. Meru, thinking on his feet, flaps backwards, trying to soften it, but it's too much. The impact is too much. And then both of them, in turn, slam into Teldian, who is able to save them from tumbling down the stairs, but they do slide back like 3 stairs. It is dizzying. I would say that you and Michael are both stunned for the rest of the round. And that y'all lived with
Yes.
no broken
Yay.
bones. I was expecting to roll damage. I'm not even kidding. Oh God.
Oh,
That's bludgeoning damage.
So that
Body
happened.
damage.
Body.
Projectile body damage.
Emotional. I mean, emotional damage.
And emotional.
Jason's the one taking the emotional damage. Oh shit!
So this
I'm
is.
sorry. Tim's giving me that. What does this emotional damage mean?
I'm so sorry. First
The
good
face.
soup, second emotional damage. We need to stop. So, Jason, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty much the end of my turn.
Oh God. Okay, let's quickly go through the rest
I
of
spend
this.
the rest of it. I spend the rest of it in going through the oh no scenarios of what could have gone really wrong.
Sienna, you're up.
So before Sienna is gonna retreat, she's gonna want her hand axe back.
So, if you're still going off of the last roll of knowing where everything is, it's not.
I'm gonna make a new roll for
Okay.
that and just use my movement to then yank it out of the guy's back.
Yeah, I figured as such. Go ahead. Ow, my ear.
so with my perception, that's an 18 total.
Okay. So, you're able to make your way through the fog. You kind of trip over the guy's foot, but you get there very quickly. And you're able to reach out and find the handle of your axe. Which ends up doing roll damage for me, but like have it once you roll it.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Do you want the additional plus on there as well, or just the straight D6 roll?
Straight D6, add the plus, then divide the whole thing. Because it's going
Okay.
backwards. It's not like doing an impact. Anyhow.
So I rolled a 6 plus a 3, and halving that is 4.5.
Oh, this guy is passed all the way the heck out. He is basic, like, if he's not dead, he's passed out. He's stopped screaming. He stopped screaming.
That's one way to put it. He stopped screaming.
Yep.
With that, how far away was he from me?
Oh, like 10 feet.
10 feet? Alright, I'm gonna head back the way I came out of the fog with my hand axe. Bloody hand axe now in one hand.
Are you letting it trail behind you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Trail of blood?
Like just
I have it just like... I'm not letting it trail behind me. I just have it like in my hand, very visible, like... Almost like I'm holding it up, walking back with my greatsword, like... You know, just like
Silent
resting.
Hill in here.
Resting.
Just
like-
sword over her shoulder, dragging the bloodied axe on the ground, like.
Walking back to the group, and I'm like, alright, let's get inside.
This wasn't the Halloween episode.
So I'm guessing, Sienna's, you're making your way inside.
Yeah, I'm making my way inside, hoping everyone else follows, and we just close the door and no one else gets in.
All right. So that's the end of your turn.
Once Sienna is inside, I will follow her in.
Meru, you're stunned, but you're already like past the doors. A person who was rescued at the bottom of the stairs is watching all of this in pure like just flabbergastment. She's like, "What?"
Actually, is she watching any of it? Because down the stairs versus up the stairs?
It's a spiral, but there are no walls. It's just a spiral staircase.
Right, but 10 feet, whatever, doesn't matter. Carry on.
Okay.
She just... Man, get thrown! Meru!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That because like they stumbled down.
That's what she's seeing. Got it.
Yeah.
That's what she's seeing. Got it.
Very,
Fair.
very. You don't usually see just three adults like just bump into each other like that. So she's like, what? Zion?
By the way, that fog's gonna be there for the next hour.
Wow. And
Yeah.
also there is still the person who is trying to run into the fog. Let me see how lost they are.
Is the fog concentration or not?
It is, yes.
Okay. And you're just gonna stay up for that whole hour.
Does it
Isn't
dissipate
my
when...
shift coming up anyways?
Well,
Yeah, if I lose consciousness, then I lose concentration.
Okay.
yeah, but doesn't concentration take more than just like?
Yeah. I should technically
Yeah,
ask you to
effort.
like roll a
does it
saving
take
throw
what?
when you got stunned.
Like
Oh, well,
more
actually,
effort?
yeah, I probably, if you want me to, I can, but stunning doesn't by default lose concentration.
Yeah.
You want me to roll the concentration?
Yeah, roll
Okay.
for concentration.
Well, that's gone.
Oh no.
That was a 2.
Oh no. So you are stunned. The fog starts to dissipate, but it doesn't like fully disappear, but it is fading. Sienna It's like, so we're done. Let's go. You won't have to worry about Hammer Guy or the Shoved Guy, because you can kind of hear Hammer Guy still crying outside, and Shoved Guy is, yeah. But
so knowing that the fog is dissipating, Sienna is gonna stay closer to the top of the stairs.
mm-hmm.
But you know, she gonna make sure everyone gets down there before we close those doors.
Mm-hmm. So the person who was running towards is starting to see the fog dissipate, but it's still kind of hard to see, so they're like kind of trying to feel their way through. Where are you guys? She stumbles a good bit. She's not able to make it to the center. She's still like a good 20 feet out.
Do I recognize the voice?
No.
Do any of us recognize the voice?
No.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It is now Zayana's turn.
So,
I'm gonna finish the round and then I'll say you're out of initiative unless something crazy happens.
okay.
Technically, because Sienna was after me,
Mm-hmm.
I have not exited. You know, I have not gone down the stairs yet.
Okay.
technically.
Okay.
So, is everyone? Is it looking around? Who else is still outside?
Sienna's by the door waiting for everyone to go down. Jason is contemplating his life choices. Everyone else
I
is,
think I genuinely think I'm the only one.
yeah.
I'm like in the doorway,
Yeah.
essentially.
Basically, it's just them two, and that's it.
So I mean, if we wanted to speed this up, you could just hold your action for me coming through and then step away. You know. Unless there was something you wanted to do, Matt.
I'll just say that, yeah, I'll hold my action and I'll just bolt, back, as soon as I know everyone is on, I'll hold my movement, I'll hold my turn to move, and so as soon as everyone is, on the other side of the stone wall, it'll just and seal us back in.
All right. So
All right. So
Michael is stunned. Shoved Guy is not gonna be responsive. Teldian. Any?
So I'm no longer by the door, I'm guessing. And
No.
It looks like Sarah is where I would have been.
Just about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, would there be any point in going back to where I was and guarding the door again, or is it like
Unless you wanted to dispatch of that person who's calling through the fog, no.
Well, guard from the inside, so somebody back out if they get too close, kind of thing.
Then I would say no.
Okay. Yeah. So then I'm just gonna pass the turn.
All right. And then that completes combat. All of y'all end up scrolling away.
before I head back in,
Mm-hmm.
hearing her voice, with how the fog has dissipated, can I get a look of the chick's face who's shouted before I disappear down the thing?
Not quite.
Okay.
And keep in mind her face is partially covered.
Well, still.
Yeah, just wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, y'all scroll away down the opening. Zayana moves, and then it's sealed shut, putting you back into, honestly, glorious darkness. And you are now safe from whoever the heck those guys were.
Well, dancing lights.
With a new guest. And we will pick up on that next time. We did it, guys! Holy God. Oh, man. So that was eventful.
Entertaining.
That was crazy.
It was. It was way more insane than I thought it'd be. So,
Oh man.
how are you guys feeling?
Oh, just peachy.
So psyched.
I got above 10 overall.
Yay!
That was satisfying.
I'm still here for the whole, like, one person out of that whole thing survived the encounter and lived to get away, and he's scarred for life.
They are definitely scarred for life, and they will never forget.
He's not coming back here.
I absolutely love how what Stargate said earlier with the whole oh look, we found it! The fog kind of run away screaming. Like, what did we come across?
That was my favorite part, along with the fact that I'm just like, all right. Sienna's gonna listen for this guy and just toss
Oh,
the
yeah.
axe. And what would have made it even better if he had managed to get out of the fog and just Whip comes out and crawls.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just
Only
raise
thing
it
that
back
could have
in.
made it better.
Too scary. Too
All the
scary.
enemies have to make a wisdom saving throw.
If they know it's us, I want some reputation out of it.
Don't mess with those guys.
Just later on, we're just gonna hear stories of that one cursed tomb.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna think this is
The
haunted.
Angry bird.
Oh, God.
Oh, you know, something hit us, grabbed the girl, went back in, and then there were these voices, and then there was this axe, and then there was a lasso dragging someone into the fog.
You know,
Oh.
especially since it is canon that there was a person screaming in the fog that got lassoed.
Make sure we all got this right. In my notes, I put haunted temple with exclamation points and stars. That's all we need to know out of that episode, guys.
Oh, my God.
Temple of the Murderous Owl.
Guys,
That was...
I think we might be the bad guys.
I don't think you're the bad guys. Like, y'all
We
were
only
just...
killed one person.
It's inconclusive.
We only mutilated one person.
And hey, the only other people that we've ever mutilated or killed ended up being bandits, so we aren't
Yeah.
bad people.
And racist.
Sienna
They
does
were
all the
bandits and
killing
racist.
anyways.
Well, I think we all deserve some rest. My God, what did we do? So,
boy.
to conclude,
Can we
Thank-
go for another couple hours?
no. Thank you everyone for joining us. If you want to check out the party, which you should, thank you Ember for already being on top of that. Go check out their other Twitch channels. Howie is always around on my channel. And actually, honey, do you want to tell them now?
Sure, yeah. I plan on playing Final Fantasy IX for the vast majority of next week, daily.
This week, next
Um,
week, whatever.
This week, next week, next week. It's not midnight on Saturday yet. It's next week. We got another 20 minutes before it's this week. In any case, I'm giving Yvonne a vacation. I'll be playing Final Fantasy IX, starting probably around 6 o'clock, going as late as I feel like I can. And just having fun with it. I know a lot of people who watch Yvonne's channel who have been dying to watch me play Final Fantasy IX, so I'll have fun and see how it goes.
So, you could see Howie on the channel all week. We have Melodor.
Fantasy 9 is great.
We have Melodor 219, who recently finished Ori and the Blind Forest and has moved on to Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Has moved on to Nier Automata. Also has recently finished Pokemon Diamond. What?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant Diamond. Yep. Finished up that. So, Nier Automata next week, and then some more storybook on Wednesday, and Stardew Valley on Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Cool. Ember, do you have anything that you want to wait before she even opens her mouth? She has a TikTok. You should check it out. She's going to be posting some really cool content soon, and it's going to be baller. Check it out. Continue.
Yeah.
There better be some Angry Birds on that.
No.
Not quite yet. I don't have anything prepped for a Sienna cosplay, but I do have my Blades in the Dark character from the Halloween special that I will be
Oh, nice.
posting on TikTok. So feel free to check that out. First post should probably be around tomorrow, depending on how lazy I am. And yeah, I do plan on streaming starting next week again, trying to get back into a schedule, but we shall see how well my Switch cooperates with me this week.
Yeah. We're not friends on Switch.
Goodbye.
And KrimzonKnight, who has recently started streaming every single hecking day.
Almost every single hecking day. But yeah, Mondays are still Assassin's Creed days. Tuesdays are still Tomb Raider Tuesdays. Wednesdays, when I'm not playing Terraria with most of these chumps, I'm playing Mirror's Edge. And then on Thursdays, I will be playing through the Shadow of Mordor and eventually its sequel when I'm done with Shadow of Mordor. I might take a break in there as advised by Howie, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Fridays are up in the air. Sundays are up in the air, but for the most part, those 4 days are my solid schedule for now. I have potentially more content coming up. I also have a Patreon available now. You can find that in my link tree, over on my channel and stuff. Yeah. I have things in the works that just require time and scheduling and alignment of things, basically.
Cool. And then Tim is not on Twitch, but he is fun. And whenever he shows up, just say hi. Cool. Unless you do have something you want to promote.
Not really. Like I'm still working on long-term projects, working on them weekly, but it's gonna be a few years to these things.
There's a million things he hasn't done, but just you wait. So, with that, let's go to hecking bed. We'll be back.
Speak for yourself. It's only 10:40 here.
We'll be back January 29th, Saturday. Same time, same channel. But until then, have a good night.
That time.
Have a lovely week. And we will see you then. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Good night.
everybody.
And remember, watch out for the mist.
And the angry burb that lives within.
Y'all are so much.
And the lasso monster.